nights in the night patrol. Canine by my side, I get so. Whip up a storm in the kitchen heat. Outsmart the game, never miss a beat. Green thumb in the dirt we grow. Friends with devil dog going toe to toe. Cooking meals fit for a king. Uniform strong, let them freedom ring. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow. Patrol the beat around the block. Crime and chaos, we're the shock. Dogs loyal, love them true. Badge of courage, painted blue. Late night calls don't slow me down. In my garden, wear the crown. Cooking meals with flair and fun. The badge I wear, second to none. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow. Late night calls don't slow me down. In my garden, wear the crown. Cooking meals with flair and fun. The badge I wear, second to none. Police power, smart and fine. Heart of gold in every line. Serve with pride, protect and show. Life of honor, let it flow.
Sup? How y'all doing? Thank you. I appreciate that, Arlene. And good to see you, Tim. Hey, just chilling. Thought I'd do and yes, I do have one of the puppies here in my lap. They're licking on my armchair or my arm. I guess I probably should have gone through and got my tobacco before. I just wasn't thinking. I got no idea. But I do have an idea. That seems kind of contradictory, doesn't it? Yes, it does. I got an idea that I'm gonna follow through on, I think. AJ's doing well, hadn't shown any adverse effects, and the still doing well. And there's one little spot I've seen on her side where it's kind of appeared that she rolled on the concrete or rolled on the asphalt. But other than that, she seems good. She seems real good, and I think so too. It's great news. After all, I love my dogs. I love my dogs more than most people I know, and I don't mean that in a derogatory manner. I just mean that they provide emotional support. They show me love. I could have a bad day, and when they come in, and they love me, and I love them back. So, they're just, Tammy and I'll never have any children, but we got our fur babies. So, but I got an idea here in just a minute. What I'm going to do is, I think what we'll do is go through and maybe do a little work on Nightbot. Eddie's done a lot of stuff on Nightbot. For that matter, There's still things I need to do on Nightbot. I don't know why that dog does that. Rosemary has got to where I've got a shift robe in here, and she has a tendency to jump, and she'll climb under the shift robe. And if I call her, she'll come running out. But I don't know. Let her do her thing. Anyhow, I thought I'd add, maybe a command to Nightbot. A lot of folks ain't real familiar with how to do any of that, so we'll just do one little thing on here. Wait a minute. I forgot to hit the like button myself. Now I've done it, so we're good. Anyhow, and this channel typically does better at night when I go live, so I don't, I'm not expecting a whole lot of folks in here. But hey, I need to put something up on, on the channel. It's not monetized, so I don't reckon it matters, but I do need to be consistent with it, just so that, oh, by the way, shout out to JCT, who, sent this coffee cup to me, caffeinated backup. It's good stuff. And anyhow, now she got Nikki over there, trying to figure out what she's doing underneath the shipper robe. Tried to go down the wrong pipe. Hang on, I got to get my tobacco. I'm sorry I should have done this beforehand, but I wasn't thinking. I was just talking to Eddie, and of course, Eddie's good people. Love him like a brother. I don't know. It just needs to be done. I figure Arlene's good people. Might as well. Hey, Bond Entertainment. Oh, let me throw a link up there. Bond, if you get a wild hair, or Tim, Arlene, anybody's welcome up here. But let me throw that in chat, so if somebody wants to come up, they can. Probably be more entertaining than just me sitting here. There we go. That is the link. I think that'll get you up here on pretty sure it will. Hey, Emily, good to see you. Emily, you want to come up? Be good to talk to you on here. After all, I know you can do live, so you ain't camera shy or anything. What's up? That's right. Oh, hey, Jory Stay Gaming. Let's see. I have two. Very cool. 29. That's right. Drop the 29 and it'll drop your link. In fact, does anybody have a drop command in theirs that they'd like to see on here? Our younger puppy started chasing her tail. That's cute. So bad I've often got videos. I'll have to check that out. In fact, we can do that here in just a minute. More to come. I've got to where I have a tendency to go through and by the way, y'all connect. I think everybody in here is a mod. Just make sure you check out the other channels because there's a lot of good people in here. I don't watch a lot of videos, but I do on occasion. Let's see. Hang on. Excellent. All right. Conversation going on. That's always a good thing. Get meet folks, find ask them questions, find out where they're at, or All right. Let me see. I think I'm gonna move this to a different window, and then move this over here. That way, I'll have this kind of a fresh. There we go. All right. I'm going to share the screen. For that matter, some of y'all may have some questions on how to do some of this stuff. I know a little bit. More than happy to share anything I know. So, let's see. My sister, niece, and bro-in-law are coming over today. Easter. Oh, cool. It is Easter. Easter tomorrow, right? Isn't tomorrow Easter? I think it is. Yesterday was Good Friday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think that's right. Anyhow, let me change that up just a little bit. And what we'll do is we'll go on here. And maybe hang on. Well, if you want to get, this ain't nothing. If you want to find Nightbot, just type in Nightbot TV login. There's otherwise just Nightbot TV. I wonder what would happen if I put it without the login. Nightbot. There we go. It'll take you to Nightbot TV. I'm gonna log in. I don't know why. I'm gonna take that off for just a second so I can go to log in. All right. Well, that's interesting. Nightbot online. I don't know what. That's a 7-day. Well, I guess let me show it to you. Apparently, I did some kind of a live stream on Tuesday. I guess because it had 590 messages today, 0% commands, 6. I guess it ran 6 commands and didn't time anybody out, so that's not a bad thing. Let's look at commands. All right, quail family. These are all the different commands, but if I wanted to add one, I need to make sure that I'm keeping up on. Had watched training video for my job yesterday. Took me a long time. That's right. I was watching where you would talk. Congratulations. You go back on Monday 3 p.m. to watch other videos. Yeah, there was a discussion last night, and Des is on that. I remember that. We're going to put in a new command. It's just going to be a link command. So, oh, hey, Des. Hey, Des, come on up for a minute. You don't have to, but it'd be nice if you did. It baffles me how some channels I watch, they have so many trolls. That does happen. By the way, good to see you, Munchie Mafia CV. And it happens on here from time to time. But our mods here are awesome. And they time those people out quick. Now, I would say this also. That when it comes, unless, I don't mind a little bit of trolls. I don't. What bothers me when they try to hop up here and try to, do the bomb and what have you, that's never a good thing, obviously, because you end up having to delete that whole thing. All right. What's up, Des?
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want me to wait to bring you up?
That's okay. I'm going to stay like this off camera.
That's cool. I just thought I'd show how to maybe add a command. See, there's peace, there's peas, and peace. You could type in any of those and it will drop your link. But I just thought it would be interesting.
No, I think there's only one piece that works for me. For everybody, I think it's PEACE. The other ones are specific to 2 other people.
Well, this one says when you do peace, anybody can do it, and it does drop their link.
Oh, okay, because I thought the P's and the other one was Jason Dimples and the other one was I think Frank's.
Well, it may be that way on your because I do have other drop commands, and I
don't have them on mine.
Okay, because
at least I don't think so.
All these look to be the same thing.
Okay.
And I've even got 29 as faster on here. I don't think I've ever used that. But
I might have to try that sometime and see if the other ones are on mine are just for them and yours are for everybody, because they haven't been in my room for a while. They've been life has been going on.
I understand. Emily asked how you're feeling.
Leg is still red. The leg is still red. Taking the antibiotics. A little, you could hear it. I'm still a little in the head, but gotta do what you gotta do. Get up and keep on moving, or
Okay.
as much as this body will let you move.
Yeah, I understand. The sometimes I'm not feeling it either. In fact, considered going live last night, but I decided against it just for
Oh, you mean after me?
well
Oh, do you're still at work?
after I got home from work.
Yeah,
Which if you'd have gone longer, it would have been after you got after you left.
yeah. If I was feeling up to it, I only did a 2 hour live.
Well, I guess technically it would have been after you anyhow,
Yeah,
but not. It wouldn't be directly after you. But I just wasn't feeling well last night. So,
I
um, well,
understand.
it's kind of funny. I've started this low carb, high protein thing,
Yeah,
and I've been pretty close to it. Although when we were there at the Golden Corral, I did
yeah,
put on a few carbs.
yeah,
Uh, even put some beans and some like some tortilla shells in there.
yeah.
And in Buglet says, "Oh, Des, I hope you feel better, than you do today."
Thank you.
The but when I do that, if I do it long enough, I start feeling. Well, I don't guess I have to have that up here for a few minutes. In fact, let me change this over to here. But when I start doing that, I start changing. If I eat something that is not on the diet, it actually usually makes me feel bad. So
Yeah,
um, that way, well,
your body gets acclimated to the diet and to what you can have and what you should not have. That it throws it off, and then it's like, oh, I don't feel good now.
yeah. Well, I will go ahead and I'll do a few changes on here on the Nightbot because I tend to run into a lot of these are all commands. Let me look at on chat moderation. Typically, what you do is you want to disable everything. See, I have it blocked and disable, 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 disable. Otherwise, what happens when that starts happening? They time people out.
Yeah,
And so you got to disable the chat moderation. Timers, I probably need to change a little bit because, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm not sure. See, I've got years up here, double dogs and triple threats.
yeah. You should like bring them like further apart because they just like slam.
Right. Well, see, my issue that I'm running into is I don't know. That's every 15 minutes.
Right.
And I don't know if maybe I should show advanced settings. Well, I don't know. I guess I can put that for 10 minutes. And I don't know if that means it's going to drop it every 10 minutes. Or
You could drop mine every 20 minutes and see what happens.
all right, well, we'll do that. And
Up, California Ford popped in.
hey,
Happy
Kelly,
Easter. Sorry, can't stay long. It's Mom and Son's Day. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day.
well, thank you for coming in. It's always good to see you. And I'll change Tarsha's, and I don't even know if you should have them on different, as far as what timers. We'll put Tarsha's at 25. That way they're just at different times. If you know.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Is like put them at different times, and that way, and Eddie's at 10 or 15 or whatever. So you got 15, 20, and 25. So it's not like three of them back to back.
Right.
It might go ahead and adjust. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping so because I don't know if it drops it every 10, 15 minutes, whatever. But let's look at let's see, where was I trying to get to? I don't know the commands. Does anybody in chat got anybody got a particular drop command that they want? Because I've got a bunch of them in here. Like,
I like the love one. You know,
okay,
you love somebody so much percentage, but I'm not sure how that's done because it's done for me. I don't do my own Nightbot.
right. I know Eddie does yours, doesn't he?
Yeah, it used to be. I think it's him and um, who was the other person? I can't forget. I can't remember.
I know that.
Ryan. Ryan.
Okay, I hadn't seen Ryan in a while. Is he? What's he doing? Or have you seen him?
Matt saw him. He popped up on his live one time. He's just staying off as much as he can. He pops in every once in a while. He's just
Yeah.
doing daily life, and you know, he's like, he was just to the point where he supported many, but not many supported him. So he
Well,
was getting frustrated. So he, and then people were starting to bring their garbage to his channel and start fights and stuff, and he didn't want that either. He wants his channel drama free.
yeah, I get that. Nice to meet you as well. Good afternoon to you, sir. Um, the what I'm doing here right now, if I were to go through and want to create another another um let's see, hang on. If I wanted to go through and create another I would copy that and I would go over here to new command and I would I would just paste that so that it's the same thing. I mean, once you get it once, that's all you need. And then you would type in command, for example, hashtag or exclamation love, and that would create another link. So that if all you had to do is go down here to create, and it would do that. So, but I don't, if I do that love thing, it will be for a different thing. So I'm just going to, I don't have, I don't have another command type thing to put on here.
Let's see what it says. It's probably too soon to do anyway.
Well, I didn't save it.
Oh, well, I'll just delete that shell.
Sorry.
I wanted to see what I was going to kick back at you.
I did want to do another timer though, which that is timer. I did want to do another timer. All right. Let's see.
New timer, right? You got to put a new timer.
Yeah, I am going to create one. And so I just copied that. Well, I don't even need that. Let's do a timer for, well, I guess I just need to create a new timer, and Devil Dog's Good People. And I guess that's, yeah, all you're really doing, I guess, on that is, dropping somebody. Hey, Panchuco. Good to see you, brother. He's asking how you feeling.
Yep, I just typed it out there. I do love y'all, Arlene. It's just that he deleted the command.
Insert text, insert foot. That's not a bad one. Let me think. Who do we want to do a timer for? I know we want to do one for. Jamie's store.
Store, yeah. There's one for Eddie already.
Yeah, I've got one for Devil Dog.
Who would Tarsha, me, and Eddie are the three that he's got, and now this one for the store.
Yeah.
Thanks, I'll probably be home on Monday and not go to the cottage.
Uh,
See if I can claim it as a vacation day. Ow, the ribs hurt.
all right, for me to get that, I have to go over here and get the link because I can't just. I don't remember it. Just
Go to the stores, right?
right. Go to stores and let's see. There's Jamie's store right there, and all I got to do to get her link is copy that. I guess I can do it manually. And go back over here to Nightbot, and then put that in. And so interval every, I don't know how often should I do Jamie's store?
You could do it with Eddie like every 15
Well, all right.
or every what? You don't want to do it every 30. It's up to you.
That's a good question. Well, I think
Because
30,
sometimes you might not be on forever, like I am.
right.
So
Well,
show up maybe once or twice on your live, and that's it.
Well, I also don't want people to feel like I'm being pushy either. I mean, I
Yeah.
love Jamie and her merch. You know,
Yeah.
she is awesome people. So I do want to drop some, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do like a 30-minute timer for her store.
All right. So come out once, and if you go 30, because you like to go 29.
Set for regular. All right, and let me go through and there we go. That's showing all. I don't have 4 of them set up on here.
Oh,
I've got Devil Dog, Jamie Store, Peaceful Death, and Triple Threat. It could be a how to work Nightbot. We are learning.
wait a minute. What do you have? Okay, Tarsha, you have what? 25 minutes.
Yeah, every 25 minutes.
Me, you have 20, and
Yeah.
Eddie, you have 10.
Yeah.
Why don't you do Jamie 15?
Okay, that sounds good.
That way she's in there at least 3 times, maybe 4. If you're doing a full hour. If you don't do a full hour, she's 3 at least.
That sounds good. All right, so it's 10, 15, 20, and 25.
Yeah.
And if this channel, hey, Judy May, Collins.
Yeah, Judy May.
Uh,
Hi, Molly.
that way, at least it's, hey, Molly. I didn't see Molly come in, but I'm
She just walked in.
okay. It just hadn't shown up on the chat thing on.
Yeah, I got both open.
Well, if I ever get it to where this channel is monetized, and at some point it may be monetized, then at least I'll have a few things already set up. But I'll kind of keep that for members. Which reminds me, I really need to go through. I keep telling people that I am one of the worst YouTubers on here, and that's true. I'm bad about updating the members stuff, and I can certainly understand why nobody'd even want to be a member because I suck at that.
Yeah, I'm really bad. I don't do things for members, and I feel bad for y'all. I paid my 99 cents a month membership, but I don't have anything to offer that's special. You know what I mean? Like I don't do any private.
Here's
videos.
my thought on that. You'll get pics later. Okay. And I'm trying to pay attention to chat and talk at the same time. Eddie would say I'm not good at multitasking. I tend to agree with him on that. Sometimes I do great at multitasking. Sometimes I really am bad at it. But I'm not seeing Molly. I'm looking.
She said hi.
Well,
hold on.
Oh, I see her now. I see
you found it? Okay.
I see her now. I just, it's hard for my eyesight is not as good as it used to be.
Well, it's kind of hard too when she sneaks in.
That reminds me, I got a chance to meet Molly and Jason.
Yep.
Before Eddie.
I'm just happy I got to meet them. She goes, open your eyes, sweetheart.
Thank you. I'm trying to, darling. I am.
Uh,
I swear I
or
am.
get a new glass or get new glasses. One
Well,
of the two.
these glasses ain't that old. That reminds me, I'm gonna have to qualify in a couple of days. We qualify on the 23rd and 24th this month,
Uh,
and so I'll have to go out and do some. But let's go back up to dashboard commands.
no, you don't want to sneak in. You want to slam that door open and let everybody know you're here. Hey,
That's the only way we can get into a chat. Sneak,
that's right. Nope, I slammed the door wide open.
you know. Well, honestly, that's one of the reasons. Typically, when I go into a live stream, they're doing great. Thank you for asking, Emily. When I go into a live stream, my first comment is typically to the host.
Yeah,
And it's sup peaceful desk. Then I'll say sup either chat or I'll say sup to the panel. That way, and if you drop three of them, bam, bam, bam,
yeah,
you're gonna get seen. And
yeah.
I know there have been times where Eddie and I have missed people coming in. I'm sorry, Judy May. I try to recognize. I'm not very good at this. I suck as a YouTuber. I do it because it's fun for the most part. When it starts feeling like a job, then I don't enjoy it. So in the meantime, it's another reason why, this channel at one time was eligible for monetization. Now it was eligible for the fan funding. It wasn't eligible for the, advertisement or whatever they call that, ad sharing. But
AdSense.
yeah, AdSense would have run through, fan funding as well. But I think, because that's just
Monetization and all of that is part of it. You've got your watch hours. You've got your people.
Well, I don't have my watch hours on. I don't have my watch hours. I've got enough subscribers. That's true. But if I were to go over here, for example,
Find out how much watch hours.
oh, I only got like 1,000. I think I may even
What?
be underneath that on this channel. For that matter, if you look at it, there's 4 showing rates. All right, I've got enough subscribers. I only have to have 500. I've got at least 3 videos in the last 90 days. I'm at 913 valid public watch hours.
Gary, I think you better get onto your onto this channel more.
Well, I need to, but then again, I'll show you something else in a minute. I've got 120,000 valid public shorts views in the last 3 months, which is kind of cool. Still, that's a lot short of what. And I'll be honest with you, I think it'd be almost impossible to get monetized through shorts unless you just had a whole slew of folks. I tried doing that one time with my other channel, and let me show you the analytics on here. If you look, hey, check that out, 29. I need to do a video on that. Hang on. Hang on. I got to do a video on.
Look, you've gotten 20,766 views in the last 28 days.
Oh, I don't know. I guess we could look career-wise, and give me a second. We'll do that. Just to see what. Let's see. Are y'all seeing what I said? 29 subscribers in the last 28 days. Yep. All right, there's a video for YouTube or Belt Loop 29. Of course, I'm taking it off of a different channel. I don't know. Maybe I should do that on here. I don't know. I'm going to look at it, think about it. But over the last, let me go to this channel and we can see how many views this channel has gotten. We'll also see how long I've had it. I've had 869 or 67 videos, 786,000 views. So that's not quite 1 million. 3/4, a little over 3/4, almost 80%, not quite. And that's been since 2022. But anyhow, that's my brother Wyatt Russell, my sister Joyful. That's the day I graduated police academy. Anyhow, I don't remember where I was. Oh, I'm already on my channel. That's Jamie's store. I guess I could drop that link for this as well, because it's a great resource. I appreciate. Yeah, and I thank you, Judy May. I do appreciate that. I tried to, but I know that there are people that sometimes I miss, and I don't know what. You hadn't run into any 29s? I see them every day. Every day. I don't record all of them, just because I think that probably is getting a little monotonous for viewers. But sometimes I guess I could go through and look at what my top views on on here. They're all car tag, free state of Jones County. Now that's kind of an interesting one, because it goes through and Civil War reenactment, and Tammy Trophy Husband Wife will make a rare appearance. Great Expectations. That's got to be I don't know. Analysis. Here's something I find interesting. If we look at the free state of Jones County, this is a short I made. And look at that, how that it shot up to 1,000 views. Then it bumped up to 1,600. Now it's just, it's one of those that the longer it goes, it seems to be taking an upswing there as well. Now it'll probably still flatten out, but that's been how many days ago? A year and 37 days, 137 days. So that's that's a year and a half, or not quite a year and a half. To me, it's just interesting that that's what happens though when something is that's what happens into hey James, good to see you. But that's what happens with some things. It has a tendency to go through, and if it's a searchable subject, for example, just talk about I think I'm already subscribed to him, but let me go look. All right, this is gonna look James. All right, I gotta move up a little bit, go to his channel, and I am already subscribed, but let me run through a couple of channels, see if I can be the 29th. Oops, how did that? Oh, I know why. It's because I changed. Sometimes it goes. Yeah, I'm already subscribed. Of his 28 subscribers, oh, there's one. I'm 29th. Sweet. James, I am your 29th subscriber.
There you go, M. Another 29. Was it M or was it Arlene?
That was Arlene.
Yeah.
Thank you for the heads up, Arlene. A lot of the channels I'm subscribed with multiple channels, not always 5. Sometimes I live, hey, I understand. That's, what, James, though, you may at some point decide, that's right, another 29. Oh, wait a minute. Let me refresh it. And I can make another video. Here. Oh, Daniel.
No, you can't now. He's gonna take the membership away, do the video, and then he'll put it back.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Once I'm subscribed, I typically stay subscribed. But
that's funny.
It is what it is, and that's okay. Even though that's a 29, I don't have to make a video on it. I don't. There's a lot of 29s I see I don't make videos of. Hey, keeping it real. Good to see you. Tell you what, let's go back to well, I guess since I changed let me go back to my channel. Oops, I got to change channels. Get back over here to YouTube, please. And let me go, I guess, now to my channel. And we can get over there and let's go check out Keeping It Real. I like the name. In fact, have you ever seen those old things when Keeping It Real goes horribly wrong?
Nope.
Yeah, I am subscribed to Keeping It Real. So they've got 146 subscribers. Look like mostly they just do posts. Oh, that must be where I know them from, the source. Yeah, that's right. I remember meeting her over at the source. She's a real good supporter of his. And she, primarily, obviously a supporter, and she does, puts out, shares other channels. So anyhow, you got to love people like, that support channels like that. Hey, Prairie Prospector, good to see you. Prairie Prospecting. Sorry, I misstate things from time to time. That's always a good question. I've actually had 2 cups today, which is strange because I quit drinking coffee. Now, what am I doing? I don't remember. That's irrelevant. Oh, there's me and you.
Oh, let's keep an eye on the Nightbot. Nightbot just put out at 1:40 just now,
Okay.
Eddie. So in like 5 more minutes, it will be Jamie. So yeah, that was good to break it up,
Yeah.
and not all back to back.
Well, that is appreciated, keeping it real. And see, here's the thing about, you got to have people in your chat that are supporters. A lot of the people that come in are really primarily, content creators. And what you run into a lot of the time is that they'll come in, and I think it happens more. If you get a supporter on your channel, then they're there for the content. They're there because they enjoy hanging out. Sometimes you have people that come in that are looking to make connections, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just happens. And although a lot of times what happens with those is they end up going, after they've been there a while, if your content isn't, quality content, or if it isn't something that continues to change, then, if it's not enjoyable, people will come hang out, because of friends. Hey, Lisa MH, she's awesome.
Hi, Lisa.
Oh, I meant to go through and hang on. I gotta do something.
Oh wow, Nightbot just threw out mine. Mine's supposed to be every whatever.
I'm gonna make her a moderator, and that's how you make somebody a moderator. Sometimes the content is what the content is. Just understand what you already know, because sometimes they don't know how to do some of this. So but I mean, think about it. You were a supporter to begin with.
Yep. I had 32 or 37 subs before I had any content.
Right. And if you look at, by the way, let's go to Travel with Lisa MH. I really enjoy her content. She goes through, and let me, drop her link. Y'all make sure y'all check out Travel with Lisa MH. The fact is, she goes to a lot of like graveyards and stuff like that, and interesting places to look at. And I find it interesting. Elvis, the Graceland Experience. She goes to different locations. She's all over the world. So it's always interesting to see what she's going to do next. But she does go all over the world. My pleasure, Lisa. And I'm honestly not sure where I found her. Her channel, it might have been at, I think it was probably at Tuber Chats. But I don't know that for sure. Kevin's got a lot of interesting people to come in there. Keeping it real. Texas so much. Cool. Just trying to make sure I'm not. And hey, let's go over to Prairie Prospecting too. Maybe, I know Prairie Prospecting comes in here from time to time. We want people to be, oh, cool. We got Cooking with the Munchie Mafia as well. And let's go over it. So let's see, where are we? Right here. Let's go over to Cv's channel.
I love Civi
I do
and
too.
Tim.
Yeah, they're good people.
Yeah, their camera shots are really cool too. They've got 3 or 4 cameras angles,
yeah.
different angles, so you can see like from above and side. It's just great. I love it.
Let's see. I love Graveyards. Been wanting to do some 360 videos, historic. And yeah, that's awesome, CV. The fact is that, when I was younger, and GeoCities, was kind of this thing that you went through and did a GeoCities was where you could create like your own website type thing. And I went through and went to the 1 or 2 graveyards, and I just went through and wrote down every name in it. Then I went and put a on my GeoCities, I put a list of every headstone or everybody that was in that at the time. 78 degrees yesterday, but it's 47 and rain. Wow. But anyhow, my father's into genealogy, and well, thank you. That's awesome. But I used to go through and I thought it was an opportunity. Hey, Barry, good to see you, brother.
Hey, Barry.
It's the Popo on the YouTubes. Hey, Gary. Hey, Barry. Good to see you, brother. Barry's got an interesting channel too. I like Barry. In fact, let's go over to Barry's channel. And
yeah, I can't wait to see the pictures at the end of her lives, because she had one for me. It was so cute.
And let's drop Barry's link. I do think that it's important to try and help other folks reach their goals. Some people are not in. I never drop my own link, or rarely. If I do, it's most of the time it happens on accident. Most of the time. I guess technically I have dropped it. That reminds me, I watched a video the other day. Never mind, it's irrelevant. But anyhow, Eddie gets mad at me for changing in the middle of a sentence. I'll stop and change directions. It's not intentional, but it does happen quite frequently. And thank you, Arlene. Arlene's dropping links, and she's always appreciated. That reminds me, that was one of the channels I wanted to add as a timer. And so here's what we're going to do. This is Arlene. She is only a supporter, but she's got 246 subscribers. Makes sense because she is such an awesome. I'm going to copy that link to hers. And then I'm going to go over here and create another a timer. So that we're going to do a new timer.
She's got nothing on her channel, but she's great at promoting your channel. She'll put you out there and chat real quick.
Let's see. No, that's the title. So I just need to do Arlene. All right. You need an. Let's see, because I ain't gonna say. Arlene is an let's see. Let me make this awesome mod. If you want to connect, check out Arlene, and then just put in that address. I think that's the right one. I did copy it, didn't I? All right, and we're going to put her at, what was the last one we had, 30? No, because
Yeah, no, 25.
All right, the last one we had was 25, so I'm going to make this one at 30. Because they're 5-minute intervals, they may end up adding, dropping multiple. That's okay. Anyhow, Arlene is an awesome mod. So,
Yes, she is.
We just want to make it be easier for folks to, connect with her. And let's see, I am going to drop her link as well, because she may not drop her own link. Anyhow, Arlene does so much for every channel she goes to that, I want to make sure that,
You're welcome, Arlene.
I want to make sure that people, hey, and I don't want to put this in such a cold and calculating way, because it might appear that way. But the fact is, she is an asset that a lot of people, she is a friend, and she makes friends by all that she does for every stream she goes into. But started subscribing to mine. I just supported Cephia until people started subscribing. There we go. I mean, I guess it's what you might call synergy. In fact, I'm by helping others, by helping other people, it typically helps yourself. Even if your focus has never been on helping yourself, it ends up working that way. So by caring about other people, people care about you. People, people are attracted to people that help other people, that don't always have my second channel, Paper Airplane Kentucky drone videos. Oh, cool. I got to go over there and check that out. Thank you for dropping that, Barry. And I'm going to be 11 subscribers. You're going to be your 12th. Let's see if it'll allow me to go back to that. Yep. And I'm going to add a few subscribers to you, Barry. And for that matter, I'm adding 4. I'm going to save one in reserve so that I can, hopefully get the 29th. I'll have one available for the 29th once it gets there. But, it's like Zig Ziglar. I think it was Zig Ziglar. And I'm sure I'm paraphrasing this. But Zig Ziglar would tell you that in order to obtain any goal you want in life, you have to make sure enough other people get what they want. And so I think he's onto something there, in that, you want to be supportive of other people. And so that's always been my recommendation, to help enough other people. And that will allow, they'll support you back. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I spent like 30 years, I guess, in sales, and I've learned a few things along the way. Recreational drone pilot. All right. Since I don't have any commercial license for drones, I had to put my drone videos on Paper Airplane Kentucky, because Storage Radios is partially monetized. Okay. I understand. Well, I guess the question that I would have, why wouldn't they? Oh, because of the fact you don't have the license for well, yeah, but there are certain levels you can go through and do, can't you? Anyhow, as long as you don't go over 400 feet. I think that's accurate. Anyhow, and I don't know the conversation there because I'm not very good with this, but people are making connections, and that's always a good thing. And thank you for dropping links as well. Emily's, good people. Always, you got to love Emily. But by the way, let me see if I can find JCT's. Although that might, since she's not in here, it might be a little harder to find her channel. Usually it's easy if they're in chat because all you got to do. But sometimes, like Arlene, you might be hard pressed to find her channel if you're not. And I'll show you what I mean. All right, Arlene is awesome, and she's got over 240 or 200. Well, she's got over 200. But if I did a search for Arlene, it's going to show Arlene the game, Mix Arlene. Now, you can go through and refine your search just by going over to filters and go click on channel. And while I know there we go.
There she is.
But there are times when you do searches, she's not the first thing to show up, and it's not guaranteed that she will show up at all.
I didn't even know about that channels. Wait a minute. Go back to that again.
Arlene?
No, how did you modify it again?
Okay, yeah. All right, just for example, let's say that you're looking for this channel and you didn't know that there was a 29 on it. I had the hardest time finding Eddie for a long time.
Yeah.
All right. And it's the first thing it pulls up is Cops TV and then a bunch of videos, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's say you're looking for you want to get rid of all of these videos because it's not helping you find what you're looking for, right? So you go over here to the right. Now, I don't know if this works. I don't think it would work on the computer. But if you're on a computer, it's simple enough. You click on filters, that brings this up. Now you can it does have a thing where you can search by upload date, like last hour, today, this week, this month, this year. You can go by type of that you're searching for. Is it a video? Is it a channel? Is it a playlist? Is it a movie? Or you can go by how long is it? Under 4 minutes, 4 to 20 minutes, or over 20 minutes. Features: live, 4K, HD, subtitles, Creative Commons. By the way, do you know about Creative Commons, Des?
No.
Okay, well, just as a heads up, let's say you wanted to go and create a video and you had ideas of what you wanted to do.
Right.
You could go through and do Creative Commons. If you highlighted Creative Commons, if you're looking for a channel, you'd go there. And it's going to bring up just channels that allow you to, just channels that allow you to go by specific channels. And for some reason, I did subscribe to a couple of channels that are under YouTube Police. But if you look, mine is not. Let's see if I'm even listed here. Patty Mayo, for some reason, is always on there. He's got 11.5. He's not really a cop, a police officer. Now there's mine, but for the longest time, look at how many YouTube Police channels there are.
Right.
And it's not necessarily all YouTube Police, but they're police related.
Right.
But there are a lot of YouTube Police. It's weird how that works. Let me change all right, let's say I got rid of the police thing. It's going to go back to videos. But let's say you wanted to go to Creative Commons, and I'm sorry if this is confusing. I don't mean to be. Hey, car guy. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Sheer Jason I don't know if I'm probably butchering that. I'm sorry about that. Classic car guy. Good to see you, brother. And I'm sorry I get to talking and following a train of thought. It might be, Tim. I'll show you a couple things that you can do to try and help people find your channel. If you're trying to find, well, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I will show you in just a minute how to help people find your channel. In the meantime, I want to show something else about about Creative Commons to help Des. Because let's say that you wanted to go through and you wanted to make an ASMR.
Right.
All right. And you wanted to focus on the rainforest. All right. All right. What you're going to do is go over here to Creative Commons. And obviously, if you're not in the rainforest and you don't have any video of rainforest, what you would do is look up a Creative Commons. The reason why is because these are where people say it's okay for other people to use my video. So it allows you to take up. Now, I would be careful doing this because, and you don't want to do it all the time. You want other content. At least if your plan is to go through and be monetized at some time. Because creative content, that's basically just using somebody else's content. All right.
Yeah.
All right. But let's say you picked out one. All right. And we're going to pause it there just because we're not trying to. If you look over here, 40,000 views 8 years ago. All right. And you look down here, it's going to tell you Creative Commons attribution license. In other words, and it tells you right there, reuse allowed. That means they're saying that they're giving you permission to use their video, whether it's in whole or in part. So,
Cool.
yeah. Hey, that's a good, hey, that appeals to me. You know, Barry, it honestly does. Hey, I'm human. I love women. Always have. You know, the human form is really nice. The female human form is really nice. But Creative Commons are something that they literally go through and allow you to do other stuff. I tell you what. I was going to show Tim how to make it easier for other folks to how it is to make it easier for other folks to find your channel. All right, here's Tim Mitchell's. All right, another one that's really hard. Now, Tim Mitchell is a little bit more specific, but if you go through, for example, and you put Devil Dog, well, guess what? Devil Dogs, you know, for me, because I've searched it so many times, it comes up right off the bat. It also shows this guy is close to 1 million, you know, and for a long time, I couldn't get Devil Dog to come up. But let's just say you went through and you said Devil Dog. Well, guess what? There's no telling how far in it it's going to put you at. Look at all these Devil Dogs. Devil Dog is a very common term used for a Marine. So look at how many Devil Dogs there are. There's a bunch of Devil Dogs. So it makes it hard to find that particular one. However, let's say that you're going through and you wanted to find his. Well, if you look at his, it's the @ symbol and Devil Dog, nothing else. Over here, it's the @ symbol and Devil Dog Gamer. At Devil Dog Martial Arts, at Devil Dog Outdoors 1, at Devil Dog Sports News. These are what's called a handle. And if you were to go through and you were to share the @ symbol, because Devil Dog's just plain @ symbol Devil Dog. He's the original one on here. So if you were to go through and put the @ symbol.
Hi,
right,
JCT.
Hey, JCT, there she is. That makes it a whole lot easier to find hers, but it also pops his thing right there at the beginning. So if we were to look for Tim Mitchell's, if you go through and you type in Tim Mitchell, all right, and you did a search, all right, there's several things on there with the name of Tim Mitchell. If you did channel, there's quite a few Tim Mitchells, right? Apparently, it is a fairly common name. And even though I'm subscribed to Tim, it's not showing. It's not showing his up front. You'd think it would be, but it doesn't because it's such a common name. All right. So let's say that we went through and we wanted to find him specifically. Tim, by dropping the whole handle, which is Tim Mitchell 8784, you would copy that. And if you put that in there, that's the first one that pops up. Now, I do want to go over to JCT. JCT is awesome. And in fact, she's got 340 subscribers with one for Silent Sunset. We'll go ahead and watch that. And let it run from there. And yes, I am subscribed to JCT. She eliminated all her videos not too long ago. And this one has been up 3 days ago or 2 days ago. So anyhow, and we are going to share her link. I'll put that in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all go check out JCT. But I also want to show y'all something else in just a moment. But anyhow, let's see. When did you eliminate your vids? Why did you eliminate your vids? Well, that's a good question. There are different purposes for doing that.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. Good to see you, brother. Old man King Homestead. I saw him just there for a second. Thank you for dropping in, brother. He's good people. I've been knowing him for several years. Got a chance to meet him in person. You did too. You know, I was thinking the other day, I do have a few regrets about the meetup. I loved the meetup, had as much fun as I can remember having.
Yeah.
But my only regret was that I did not get a chance to spend as much time as I would like to with everybody there. And, you know, while I was able to meet Peter and I did give him a hug, I would have liked to have spent more time with him.
Yeah, I got to hang out with him on our corner of the pavilion. We had little corners at the pavilion, little groups.
Actually, a new device. Okay. There's another reason why you might want to. It's somewhere along the lines of what JCT is talking about. All right. And let's see. That's right.
Yep, and you go just like high school.
All right.
But this was actually better than high school.
Let's see. LOL storms. I think that may have been a little bit. One reason why you might want to eliminate your videos is just because, let's say that you, like me, started out in one genre, one niche, one niche, whatever you want to call it. You picked a lane, but you didn't stick with it. Because I first started doing gardening stuff, and a lot of my early stuff. In fact, I don't even show 3 of my videos. My first 3, you know, I put the members only. I think it may be even private. I don't remember, but they were such bad videos. I still have them on there, but let's say that you actually wanted a fresh start. You actually wanted to pick a niche or a niche, whatever you want to call it. Then if you were to go through and eliminate your other videos and you just started on one, for example, let's say you want to let's say I wanted to go back to my roots and just wanted to focus on gardening. Well, all the other stuff just is distracting to that niche. It does not have a solid one group of one type of video. So the other would kind of confuse the algorithm, I guess, is the way to look at it. I was a group of one. What's that mean, Des?
In other words, I wasn't in any groups. either was Peter. We were just talking about this. Pachuca goes. It was kind of like being in high school. All the little groups, at the meetup.
Yeah.
And then Peter goes, yeah, I would have been a group of one. I said, yeah, I was a group of one. Basically, I didn't have any friends in school.
Well, I usually had a friend, but it wasn't always my brother, Wyatt. Always seemed to be part of the it crowd, the popular group.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was important to him or that's just what happened.
That's where I hung out at, was a smoking group. We were called the scallions or the onions, those that went smoking because of the smell. Onions and scallions. Onions have that smell. So they called us the scallions or the onions because we would sit up there and smoke a cigarette because we weren't included in any cliques. So it's
Right.
like, whatever.
Well, thank you, keeping it real. Well, for me, I was
yeah.
never popular. It was not never my focus. In fact, I got a story I'll tell you that's kind of funny. In fact, I don't know if you can see that.
It wasn't my thing to be popular. I just didn't want to get
Oh, I understand. It wasn't you weren't
picked on, bullied, because that's what it was.
right.
When I moved to an all white, rich, snobby town in Massachusetts, and I come from the Virgin Islands and hang out with the Islanders, and I didn't have like the pure white skin. I had a tan. You would not have known it in the pictures, but Hispanic people, we tan when we go out in the sun all the time.
Yeah.
And so, and I'm German, by the way. And so I would be bullied all the way up until high school. The only time I was not bullied was the 6 months or the 8 months I was down in Southwest Miami for probably my senior year. I was in everybody's clique. If they didn't have a clique, they brought everybody in. It was cool. You were never excluded. So,
Well,
yeah.
I understand that. I think some people desire to be in the clique. Other people care less. There's probably some that I don't know.
We just like to be acknowledged that we are there, that we're worthy to talk to and not ignored. That's what it is.
Thanks, Serena. Good to see you, darling. Always a pleasure. Well, I never cared about being in the clique. To me, it was more about get you one good friend, somebody you enjoy their company, and hang out.
Yeah, that's the problem. There wasn't anybody to hang out with because I didn't grow up with them.
Right. Well, let me tell you a little story. All right. When I was in, I don't know, 8th grade, I guess, something like that, 7th, 8th grade, somewhere around there, I was in a choir, choral group, whatever. And yes, I can carry a tune, although somewhat. It's more of a background voice probably than a lead solo, which ain't no big deal. My brother, Wyatt, who always hung out with it, he was, he always, I guess he's got a better voice he's better musically than I am. Anyhow, Norse code, that's cute. But I was in choir, and the choral group, the chorus, whatever, had multiple group or multiple ages in it, multiple grades. So there was when I went to this school, my brother had been in choir, I guess, the year before. Anyhow, and it seems like, again, my brother was always hung out with the popular people. And that was not really anything that I cared about. I never tried to be popular. Of course, it may be, and I just never would have fit in anyhow. It's irrelevant. I had a good friend of mine by the name of Alan. That's who I hung out with.
Thank you, Prairie Prospector.
But I was in class one day, and we were in between working on something, and so I was just talking to another person. I said something other, and I happened to mention Wyatt for one reason or another. I don't know why I mentioned him. It was just in the Laos NBA. That's cute. I mentioned Wyatt's name for whatever reason, something other about what was going on the day before or previously. Anyhow, people said, Wyatt Roberts. I said, yeah. The Wyatt Roberts. Yeah. Do you like
There you go. There you go. Barry said it. However, you're popular now, Gary. Accept it.
I I appreciate that very honestly, do, but I think it's more that there's just a lot of wonderful folks that come in here that like to hang out with other wonderful folks. And I still don't think of myself as being, hey, Doug and Becky on the move. Good to see y'all. I don't think of it as being popular. I just think that it's trying to create an environment where people can be comfortable and enjoy the company of other good people. I think that people like us are more accepted than we used to be. Oh, I'm sorry, JCT. Let me show this real quick and give me just a second. I'm gonna go through and show something real quick. JCT, she is awesome, and she sent me this caffeinated backup, and I was using I would turn it over right now because I just had a cup of coffee. I drank 2 cups of coffee out of this today, and she is awesome. Let me go through and I do want to drop her link. And I think I've already dropped it once, but I want to drop it again. And she's just a sweet, sweet lady and very thoughtful, wonderful supporter. Y'all make sure y'all connect with JCT. If you're not connected with her, you need to be. And when she drops a video, make sure that you go check her out. All right, I can debigify myself now. Anyhow, they said D. Wyatt Roberts is your brother. Yeah. They couldn't believe it because, I didn't care, that much about it. But he was just so popular. He hung out with Connie Joe Pittman and Greg Windsor and Scott Bodie and the popular group. I was more of I had a really good friend that I was crazy about, back then, whose name was Aaron. And Aaron ended up, mine doesn't say Bella, YouTube Lisa at the top of your screen. Oh, I'm sorry. I hadn't changed the name. I guess it's just so, there we go. YouTube place. That should do it. There we go. My bad. Anyhow, I think I've got it fixed. Belt Loop 29 is my other channel. In fact, that's actually my main channel. I just have a tendency to go live on different things, working on a video as I listen. Hey, you're good, Barry. You're good. I do appreciate the support. But what was I talking? Popularity. The fact is, what effect does that have on my life today? It has no effect on my life today. Of course, when you're in high school, when you're in junior high, middle school, whatever it is, to a lot of people, that's important. And I think it's hard on people if they're having, if they feel ostracized. And kids can be mean. They really can.
I know. I've been beaten up on and everything. I know they can be mean.
Well, let's see. Having a slice of fried ham, 2 eggs over medium whole wheat toast. Well, thank you. That's awesome. That's a fairly low, high protein, low carb meal. I love, fried foods, including fried ham. Supposed to be getting more rain tonight, possibly some flooding. Well, I hope not. Flooding is never good for anybody.
Do you have the weather command on your lot?
I don't think so.
Let me see, just in case.
It may be. I know Eddie helped set me up. Helped me set up all this.
He might not have done the weather.
He may not have. In fact,
it's not popping up. So
it may be. It may be on my. Yeah.
It did. Okay.
And hey, Gladys, good to see you. The Confident Quilter. A lot of people like have varied interests. My tastes are a little eclectic. To me, it's more about the person than it is, the content a lot of the times. And so I do like going into Gladys's, and the quilting. Hey, babe, you want to come over and say hey?
Hey, Tammy.
Hey, how are you doing, Biz?
Good, honey. I'm staying off camera like you right now.
Oh,
I'm
Did
looking
y'all-
up. I'm
y'all
looking
made-
rough.
y'all made it home good? Okay.
Yeah, we made it home 8:10 Tuesday evening. We
Okay.
stayed at my daughter's friend's house Monday night in Louisiana. She's like, her parents are like, "You're coming to our house. You're saving some money, and we're making you breakfast the next morning."
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, it was better than the hotel breakfast, that's for sure.
Hey, I'm gonna bigify myself for a second. Tim just brought me these in. And,
All the stuff they got in the swag bag.
yeah, it's something that I got in the swag bag. I got Jamie to make me a few of these, so and I may do something special with using these if I can get this out. It's very well packaged, but this is something that Jamie's just recently started doing. Well, not that recently, but this is these are her poker chips.
Oh, you got both of them on there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I got belt loop 29 on one side. I mean, you could anyhow.
Okay, I need to win one of those. Add it to my collection of poker chips. I don't have that one yet.
Well, we'll have to talk. I did keep a couple of them in reserve, but
I'm sorry, Serena. Can somebody please tell Serena that I'm not going on camera because I look like I've been hit by a Mack truck and feel like it too.
Hey, Serena, she's not going on camera because she doesn't feel she's, properly dressed.
Presentable.
Presentable. Yeah. Anyhow, and let me go over and get Jamie's store again and drop her link if you're interested in poker chips and dog tags and t-shirts and pins and there's a lot of cool stuff that she has on her store. And she's got keychains, t-shirts, coffee cups, pins.
Yeah, I want to know where mine is now that you're showing that. The holder for the lip balm.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Drinkware, custom orders. She does a lot of. There's one of the chapstick holders,
And they're nice. Those chapstick holders are really nice, and it'll hold it in.
Yeah. I expect it makes it easier to find if you're fumbling through your purse or something.
Yeah, I just don't know where mine went.
But they've got, she, like I said, she does every bit of my merch. If I do any merchandise, she's gonna be the one that does it. So.
Yep, she also does buttons. Do you have your button in your bag?
Let me check. I'm not sure if I got. You talk about the pin?
Yeah, the pin, the button, whatever, the pin.
I hadn't looked real closely through it.
I had gotten one. I think we all did because Big Mac gave me his.
Yeah, I got one right here.
Yeah, take a look at this one. She does these too.
Oh, let me take it off of there. There's the pin that she made me. This is one that I put on you put on your lapel. Here's on the back. So you can see it's got the little pin there for you to attach it.
Yeah.
It's not,
Whoa.
what?
Man, those girls sound like they're about to attack somebody.
Well, they heard something in the backyard. And so they heard something in the backyard. So they're
It's a rock and roll thing too, prairie prospecting. When you go to a concert and stuff and you get the pins, or voting, you've got pins. So it's like a collection thing.
Big deal. The Mexican's not a thing here in Canada. Well, prairie prospecting, you could start it. You could be the leader of a trend.
That's right. You can start a new trend up there.
So I'm just thinking out loud. But it's
There's some great ones out there all through the years.
Yeah. There we go. It's my sweetheart. This is Nikki.
Nikki, I never got to hang out with you girls this past weekend, rather.
Yeah. Thank you, keeping it real. This is Nikki. She's a Boston Terrier. We got her from Devil Dog. And her Gracie that you see on Eddie's channel from time to time is her mother, and Redneck is her father. So
she likes to be stroked. She's so funny.
she is 3,000. Absolutely love my. There we go. Me too. How close are you right now, Judy May? I know I'm subscribed on all my channels with you. Thank you.
She's pretty in person too. The funny part is she looks so big in his arms, and you go to meet her in person. She's not that big.
She's the smallest of my 3 Bostons.
Yeah, but they're all like that. You know what I mean? It's like you go to see them in person. And they're not.
America. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, you're 42 points away. 42 subscribers away.
That's close. All right, let's go through and sorry, sweetheart. Daddy's working. Let me go through and hang on.
That's so funny. Sorry, baby. I got to put you down. Daddy's got to go to work. We got to get Judy May up to 3,000 subs or over 3,000.
That's what we're working on. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to do it on here, but we'll try to. We'll try to help. And let me share the screen. Here's Judy Mays. God bless America. Here we go. I'm going to copy it. And I will paste it in the chat. Y'all make sure that you're connected with Judy May. Judy May, Judy May, Judy May. And I'll highlight that as well. And hopefully we can get you a few subs on here. We've got 15 people in here. And it is possible we can get you a little bit closer. Excellent. Thank you, Stevie. And see, she was saying thank you. And she's only at 42. She's only lacking 42. So we won't be able to reach it. And that would be assuming that that's how I started watching you, Gary. Your gardening videos plus Devil Dog. Yeah, Eddie's good people. Love him like a brother. Doesn't mean he doesn't piss me off from time to time. But for the most part, it doesn't happen very often. Every now and then he'll just, I'll be in a foul mood already. And he has a tendency to pick. Just sometimes it's the wrong time. But, that's neither here nor there. I'm sure I piss him off probably more than he gets there. So sometimes I get in a mood. It's never intentional. And I got one of Ralph's stickers here. It must have come out of the Webb's Web. Must have come out of the thing that I had.
Yeah, I gave her my extra what is it? What's that called? Sticker books. I had to order a couple more from Temu. I'm like, I better get some new sticker books because I really need one.
But I understand that, Judy May. Eddie's good people. He is. He does a lot for a lot of folks. In fact, let me go through and drop his link. I know that they're most everybody in here is already connected to him, but in case there is anybody that's not, Eddie pisses everybody off from time to time. That's true, he does. but for the most part, it's just like water off a duck's back. In fact, I was just talking with my buddy Trucker Jay, and a lot of y'all have met Trucker Jay. Trucker Jay is that's true. Trucker Jay, and I've known him up 20 plus years. He's only known me to be really upset twice, or to get upset at him, I guess, twice. And I guess those were just days I was in a bad mood, and something happened, or something just struck me wrong. But for the most part, I don't worry about too much. Some people get all upset if somebody, this person or that person, doesn't show up at their channel, or I have no right to be upset at anybody just because they don't show up at one of my lives. The fact is, I don't make it to everybody's live. I try to, and if I see somebody's live, but I'm kind of at the mercy of YouTube of what it shows. See, the other of the two Georgia candy roaster squash seeds didn't germinate. Sometimes that happens. There's a lot of factors that go into whether or not a seed germinates. Keeping it real. Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I most definitely will return the favor. Love new family members. I do too. In fact, I always try to make it a point to go visit new folks. Hard to make it to everyone's live streams video. That's right. Especially if you're going to do lives yourself. The more people that you go support, the harder it is to support and have any kind of a life. Because you can spend all your time, doing nothing but coming on to YouTube. And to be fair, that's probably all I do these days. But I try to take a little bit of time out for myself. Spend time with Tammy. Today is Saturday, and I guess just because of all the going that I've been doing lately, I'm. What do you got a hold of? Oh, never mind. It's irrelevant. She's already got a hold of it. So, anyhow, there's a lot of good people on here. So just make it a point to support the ones you. I do not have the notifications. Hey, Kevin, good to see you, brother. I appreciate that.
Hey, Kevin.
Kevin's good people.
Yeah, he is.
And I like going in. In fact, I went in there. What was it, yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Didn't say anything just because, I wasn't sure how long I was going to be able to be in there. And whenever I come into some place where I know a lot of folks, it's hard to, you spend 10, 15 minutes saying hello to everybody already. At least that's what
I go in and I'm quiet and I watch in the background and I leave.
But, what's also interesting to me is he shares out so much information and other folks. That is his. And if you're looking for people, which it's hard to find people, especially when you first start doing stuff like this, like YouTubing. It's hard to find small channels because every time you do a search, they're going to show you all the stuff that's on these huge channels. Unless you just happen to luck across them. But Kevin over at Tuber Chat has got a lot of folks there. So let's see. All right, I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but I'll look, see if I see it. He just said hello as far as I can tell. See, that's just it. I miss a lot of the chat in here, but y'all make sure you check in with Tuber Chat. You'll meet a lot of great people over there to this channel. He doesn't really share links, which is no big deal. It's probably better if you look up the channel anyhow. It helps, I think, with the algorithm. But he introduces people to one another, and they can't go through and connect that way. So,
I want to know small channels from what number to what number is considered small? Under 1,000?
That's a good question. I don't consider myself as a large channel. But you know, I guess well, I don't even know. I've got channels that range from, a little over 500, less than 600, I think,
Right. Kevin,
to,
what do you consider small channels? I've always wanted to know about that. Excuse me.
I guess technically I have as little as 9 subscribers on my Dr. Beltloop 29 channel.
That's because you just started.
Up to,
Because of me, you started that channel.
I did. I play a doctor on the YouTube.
Right.
But I've got as many as 5,090, and as few as 9. So anyhow,
Okay. They say that small channels are under 100,000. Dang. I'm thinking small channels are under 5,000 or 10,000 at least.
well, it's hard to find channels that are anywhere from 1 to really 5, 10,000 subscribers. Even you could even go up from there 20, 30,000. A lot of times they're still considered small channels. And
Yeah, I'm
the thing is,
1,381 or 82.
well,
So
that's all a mind game anyhow, if you ask
no,
me.
I know. I was just curious about that.
You know, people, well, most people are, Tim. And the fact is that the longer you do this, the longer you're going to, you will attract subscribers.
Yeah.
I will
Well,
tell you,
it also takes only one good video or two to
yeah,
get you up that high. You know what I mean? Because, my friend and I started our channels within a month of each other. I first, her after. She did one video and had all of her subscribers and her watch hours in 3 days. So it's just like, and that was over peanut butter fudge recipe that she cooked.
yeah.
It takes one video to do it.
Well, I should mention, still under 500. That can change with just one video. If you're doing videos, the trouble
Yeah.
is, I don't think that I think that doing live streams is a great way of getting watch hours. I don't think it's if you just go on and do live streams, I don't think that's a great way to get a whole bunch of subscribers. You'll get a few here and there, but
She does videos too.
yeah, videos and shorts. If you're just looking for pure numbers, shorts tend to attract the most, I think, and take the least amount of time. But and there are ways you can do. There are ways you can title your video and what kind of video you make. That's going to make a huge difference on whether it's going to be picked up by the algorithm. They got these things called, what is it? Optimized search terms or something like that. That it's almost like a trigger for YouTube to pick it up in the algorithm. Watch hours with lives, not subs so much. Yeah, me too, Prairie. In fact, I tell you what, I'll show y'all something. Let me go through and I'm going to switch over to my main channel because this is the one that stands out the most. All right. And I don't have a huge channel. This channel, or my main channel, has a little over 5,000 subscribers. No big deal. It's not huge by any means. In fact, it's still very, very small compared to a lot of the channels out there. Hey, cool guy, Spike. Good to see you. I'm not arresting anybody today. In fact, the internet has nothing to do with my but I will subscribe to you. And they're doing looks like mostly shorts at the moment. And let's see. Okay, from India. Cool. Tell you what, let me share the screen and we'll get Cool Guy Spike. Maybe we can help them get some subscribers. Let's drop their link. Even though I think most everybody in here, can check them out. When did they start the channel? 2024, so last year. April. So next month it'll be 1 year. Cool. 36 subscribers, 21 videos. You're doing better than I did to begin with, Spike. In fact, let me drop your link. I'm gonna do it the quick way rather than but y'all make sure y'all connect with Spike. Anyhow, what was I talking about? I don't remember. I'll show y'all how to make a mod too. Why not? A lot of y'all already know this as moderator. I tend to make, if they've got a channel, I don't mind making a mod pretty quick. You can check out some of these other channels and include themselves in the community, but also maybe help grow their community as well. I'm not sure what I was trying to do. Oh, I was going to show, oh yeah, analytics. Let's take a look at subscribers. All right. And I know there's a way, audience, content, maybe. It's going to, you see, most of mine, I have a low response as far as, people coming back. This is, the audience is where you see all that. Device type, all videos, shorts, mobile phone, 40, almost half of the folks that watch mine watch on the thing. Let's see, 73% in the United States, 84% is from subscribers. So most of the people that watch my stuff are from, here we go. Let's look at content. Most people that watch mine are new viewers are from shorts, live stream, 269. So that's something. Recurring subscribers, shorts. Now let's put this is in the last 28 days. I'm surprised, videos, I'm sure that's going to be, but in the last lifetime, let's look at lifetime. And it may take a minute because, well, there's a lot of information that goes back a couple of years for them to be able to all right. Half. Now, see, this is what I find interesting. I've got over 5,000 subscribers, just over, but over half, at least half, or right at half, have come from shorts. It's saying from live stream, 530, from videos, 598. So, and that's obviously wrong somehow, because that's 1,000 there, 1,100, and that's 2,500. So that would only be 3,500, right? The number's off somewhere. But, oh, I'm sorry. I'm still, no problem, Prairie. Can't remember stuff. Yeah, that is true. I have to look back to make sure I'm, yeah, I mean, that's mostly where you get the people that do the shorts, people that watch the shorts, I think tend to be more impulsive maybe. And they're not looking for long form content. If you see, I've got 1.5 million, that's 92.6% of my views have been from shorts. Live stream is 3.9 and almost as many from videos. So I don't get a whole lot of views on my live streams now this is on my main channel. But if you look at the folks that, most of the folks that watch my stuff is just live streaming. People that watch both is 15%. Look at that, 29. I got to make another video. Sorry. And I have no idea when it'll show up on the thing because I may not even post it. All right, y'all see that, right? I'm not just making this up. 29 pops up everywhere. All right, there's another short. I can't help it that I see 29s everywhere. 10 to 30, should say 29. That would have made me happier. But anyhow, the fact is, shorts gain a lot of views. Makes a difference in the algorithm. Yeah, it can, Judy May, but also as well as
Thank you, keeping it real.
if you're working on developing people in a particular time zone, then sometimes it can't hurt to try putting some out at a different time. You see, maybe you can answer, how can I find my channel if my broadcast if my channel is being broadcast in other language? They just started it here on YouTube. I'm afraid I don't know that, Judy. Well, you're asking Kevin anyhow. See, I don't know how to turn on captions for StreamYard. I'm not sure. You use StreamYard this whole highlight comment. Okay. You may, it's the auto dubbing feature. Okay. Seen one so far. Great. And the creator's not happy. Run the video. Haven't tried, but many useful exclude English. Okay. Yeah, all right. Make sure. Hey, good to see you, Josh. Skinner
Hey,
Farm.
Josh.
Josh.
Good to see you, hon.
See, there's a lot of good people in here, and people know things. It helps to have more people that you can talk to. All right. But the fact is, sometimes I think it's helpful to be able to understand what other people are doing, just so you can see what's going on with yours. Impressions 2.8 million, views from impressions 105.1, and watch time from impression watch hours 8,000. Now that's lifetime. But if you go through and look at, I've been doing this for a while. I have made $4,042 from doing YouTube. But then again, every penny I've ever made off of YouTube has gone out. So it might as well say zero on there. Well, I don't know about that because, the truth is I was able to help out some folks that needed help. And so it has given me been able to help people. So that's a lot of what I do. Try to anyhow. And see, now I can pay attention more. Video done is done, just needs uploading. Have 2,817 public watch hours and 627 subs. Just dropping that in there. Hey, I get it. Now it's it.
Yeah.
In fact, here's what I'll do. I will go through, and Barry's my buddy, and so I will go through, and what we will do is I'm going to go over to Barry's. And I'm going to put it on this playlist. Barry, do you got one that's longer than the others? Well, here we go. Live stream replays. That's probably going to be your longest one, I would think. I would think so. So I'm going to put it on play all, and I'm going to pause it right there though, because it needs to be audio. It needs to be where you can hear it.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I was looking at the mystery. The Wheel of Misfortune is on Monday. Before she had to do what she was the last couple of Mondays, she's run the wheel, and one of the things she's got to cook on this coming Monday's live is ostrich.
Okay. Wheel of Fortune. I don't know what Wheel of Misfortune is.
You have to watch the live to understand it, or go back and watch one of the lives and see what we're talking about.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. I don't watch a whole lot of videos. I watch live streams. I do play a lot of videos. But I admit that I'm not.
The wheel is on her live streams.
Oh, okay, cool. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to separate it. I'm going to move it to a different tab so that it's on its own little thing. Now I have 4 monitors here at work. I guess, well, let me show you one other thing. Why not? Well, just little odds and ends. How I do not want to overwhelm anybody, but let's say that you only had 1 monitor. You can do that, and it will if you take it down and then just move it over to the side, you can have two sides to your monitor. But the way you do that is you just take it down. Even if this was, let's go back to a large size. And this is just little tips and tricks on doing YouTube, or if you've got a monitor, if you take it over there to the side, it'll do that, and you can pick up another one right here. All right, so now it's got two different things on there. All right, but let's see. Well, let me get rid of that because I don't need it. Anyhow, but if you go through, I'm gonna move this over to a different monitor so I can start it later. And Barry, I will be playing your playlist. 628. Oh goodness, I'm already subscribed on all my channels. They're always live with the wheel. Okay, well I'll have to make it a point to see if I see that. Part of it comes down to Monday 6 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, you can always run that at a later time. Thank you, I appreciate that, Barry. I will run that later, and when I get off of here in a little bit, until I go live this evening, I'll still be no problem, Barry. Hope it helps. Now you are limited on how much you can run it. You just can't run it over and over and over again. I think you're limited once every 45 days. At least that's what I've heard. I don't know. I mean, I'm never perfect on any of this. Again, you never know. You can try to do things, and you hear things on here all the time. And I found out a lot of the stuff that they say just isn't accurate. You know, in fact, it's a crazy mystery box challenge. Okay, come here. Here we go. Now this, y'all met Nikki earlier, didn't you? This is Rosemary. She's a sweetie. She was born on my birthday. Let's see. Hey, Kyle. Let me see. All right, come here, sweetheart. I'm just trying to see the screen. Hard to do.
Hi,
that.
Kyle.
All right. You see, what time this evening do you go? What time this evening, Gary, do you think? I always go live on Saturdays at 7:30 Central Time. I know 8:30 Central Time. Eddie goes live at 7 o'clock Central Time, and I go live right after him. So it just worked out that way. Good to see you, Kyle. Let's see. Keeping it real. I missed the joke. All right, now I'm reviewing for it. Oh, let's see. What are the slowest talking words context? They spent up 25 years on a single sentence. That's funny. All right, let me try to get caught up. How's your day going? Going fine. Yep, this is Rosemary, and she's a sweet, sweet puppy. She's kind of the brains of the group. You know, at least she's the tricky one. You got to watch her. But she's also the escape artist. She has a tendency. There we go. She has a tendency to be able to get around things and under things, and she's always done that really well. So, although I have also noticed she is the most cautious of the.
What?
That is appreciated, Emily. Emily, why? I don't know why you hadn't come up here on panel. Well, I know you've been busy. I get that. Cell phones. That's cute. I do watch some. You know, I have found though that sometimes it can feel like a job if you just go on and you spend all your time going into live streams. She's doing fine. She hadn't come up here yet. She's laying down looking straight at me though. I guess she's wondering, I don't know what's on her mind. But she's staring at me. I guess she's thinking I'm paying way too much attention to Rosemary. Let's see. How long have you had her? I don't mind asking if she's to me. She seems like, to me, she's a little tiny pup. Well, she's a little over a year old. I guess in dog years. I guess in dog years, she's probably about, well, she was a year old this last year, at the end of last year, or towards the end of last year. So, and she's about just a little bit bigger than Nikki. And Nikki's, see, wow, Serena, you're full. Yeah, she does have a lot of charm.
Oh, shit. Oops, sorry. Sorry, guys. I took you off mute and I put a plastic bottle in what was left of my coffee from this morning.
Hello, y'all.
Hey, is that Serena?
That's Serena.
Hey, Serena.
She can't hear you because I have headphones in.
Well, tell her I said sup.
Jerry says, "Sup, Serena?"
Is that
He's chuckling in the kitchen.
Sup, Digits? Good to see you, brother. He's got a awesome.
Hey, Digits. Up, Digits says, "Hi, Serena." Hi, Digits.
He's always got cracking jokes too. He's funny.
Digits is great.
But I think it's important. I tend, now, granted, I may be a little different than most people. At least, by that I just mean I tend to be obsessive compulsive. And wow, that jumped quick. I tend to be very kind of keeping it teal. I tend to be a little obsessive compulsive. And so, oh, hey.
Really?
Yes.
Hey, Eddie.
I don't know if I believe that or not.
Okay.
Oh, here comes Nathan. Gotta go.
All right. It's good seeing you. Tell Nathan I said sup. Let's see. Be right back. Okay. Tell us a joke. Okay, I'll tell you. Hey, Elfish. Good to see you. He, got a lot of good supporters over there, and there's a lot of good people. Y'all make sure you go check out Elfish. Thanks. Okay. Man, this chat is flying. There goes the dogs. Tammy made a noise out back. And so she has a tendency. Eddie's gone. Eddie's gone, done. So I don't know who it was, but keeping it real. All right. I think my day's going fine. Just trying to have a nice lazy day. Just thought a pop up might be in order. And so rather than sitting, you got to give yourself permission to enjoy other things and not be, because I tend to be on here a lot. And and I feel if I'm not careful, it gets to feeling like, say, spring forth. There we go. Get a haircut. Okay, well, my hair is a little long. I guess I was thinking about cutting it today.
Hi, Elfish.
Yeah. Well, I go back to work tomorrow, so and I've been on the go quite a bit here of late. So,
did Gary just say his hair getting long?
I don't know if they were talking about me or Eddie, but my hair
I don't think it's you because you don't have much on your head.
Well, it is time to cut it.
Wait for your hair to get past your ears, then you can see it's getting long.
Yeah, exactly, Serena. Did you hear her?
What's that?
She said, wait until the hair goes past your ears and then say it's getting long.
Well, it is getting.
No, it is not.
See, the hair is growing onto my ears. It's coming down.
No, it's not.
It's It's not.
Yes, it is. It's getting too long. I need to cut it.
Oh my gosh. It's touching the tippy top of his ear.
Past
Well-
your ears.
Past your ears, not the top of your ears.
Well, at work, there's actually at work you're supposed to not let it get to your ear.
I know, military. And state troopers and police, you have your certain codes.
I'm about to say,
Well,
Unless you're undercover.
they've been changing it recently.
I know.
well, I mean, I need to cut it. It is getting long. I'm sorry. I'm still picking fight.
It's just funny. When you say it's getting long, I'm like, where? How do you know what's going past his ears? Kyle, you're funny.
Well, I understand the concept. Before I became a police officer, mine was, my hair was kind of long. In fact, well, I don't know.
It's just funny when you say it's getting long. It's like that's long.
Yeah, this is long for me. Let's see. Let me think. I guess I could show.
Your moonlighting job, not the one where you need the mask, but the hand one, the hand model.
Here to stir.
Thank you. Is this a new cup?
Yeah.
Okay.
My hands are retired. Okay.
Yeah, he's being a hand model,
All right, I'm heading
or he was breaking into something. I don't know which. Okay.
Well, I thought about just going on and showing a picture of me when I was younger. I rarely go into Facebook, but I'll go in there just to show a picture or two.
That's what I thought, Digits.
In fact, let me move this over here.
Oh my goodness, girls.
Yeah, they're going nuts. Okay.
Yeah, they are.
I'll show you a picture of me when I was younger. In fact, this was at my brother's wedding. I don't know if I can. Here we go. Here's a picture of me when I was considerably younger. That has to be 30 years ago. Here we go. That's a picture of me and Tammy back in 35 years ago, something like that. And let me see if I can find another.
Hey, Moose. Oh, listen to my voice crack. Hi, Rice.
Let's see here. Here's a picture. I think this may have been on my honeymoon. So that would be about 37, 35, 30.
That's
30.
so wild. That doesn't. I could not picture that as you.
Well, that was
I
me.
guess I'm so used to you now. I guess.
In fact, I'll show you a picture of our wedding day, the day I got married. It's me in a tuxedo.
Aw, look how cute you two were.
Yeah, it was. It's
Okay, you were cute. She was gorgeous.
yeah. Well, she's the one that grabbed the brass ring. I did too. Let's see. Oh, I love this picture just because it shows my boots. Here's a picture of I got married in those boots. So that had to be in December, at least December '88 or somewhere around there. So, I meant to make that full screen. I don't typically, show stuff. I try to make it where it doesn't have my well, let's see. Oh, and well, my weight fluctuates a lot, so I've got some pictures that are just not a whole lot of pictures of me when I was fairly thin.
Get off my grandma's couch. Everyone had that couch.
All right, I'll show you a picture of my future, my current. Oh, I can't show that because it's got, I do not share my last name. I mean, everybody, a lot of people that are here know my last name just because,
Hey, Jamie.
when they meet me in person, I'm not opposed to
Did
that.
just wants to know, was that Jordache jeans with those boots?
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever. I usually, there have been two brands of jeans, I guess, that I've basically worn throughout my life. One's been Wrangler and one was Levi's.
Yeah, me too. Wrangler and Levi's. No, and Lee's. Me was 3.
I'll show you a picture of family. And Tammy looks, I guess, closer to what she does now, but this is what she got down to. Tammy was, Tammy, in fact, let me change that a little bit so you can see a better picture. This is Tammy when she was, top left is Tammy. And she was, she had gotten sick and Jeremy is the last one down here, bottom row to the left. That's my baby brother. Jeremy passed away of a drug overdose. And second from the right, the young lady Russell's, there with, that is his wife at that time. That is, she got into an automotive accident and into a wreck, and she passed away.
Oh, wow.
But that's been quite
Yeah,
a
we
few
just found out that my cousin's ex-husband's brother just passed away from Huffing.
Here's a picture of me at Talladega. I won a video game thing, and so they had me pictured with a young lady that was there. Just one of the
Hi, Marines and Army Mom.
Hey, Marines and Army Mom. Good to see you, darling. Try to move my camper. Okay.
Ooh, where are they moving it to? The funny part was I never noticed the house because I was always looking at where you guys were sitting.
Hey, babe,
Up and over.
You say hey to this.
I already said hey to this.
Okay.
I'll say hey to this again.
Okay.
I'm just going to pick up some chicken feed and give me something to eat since you got something in there.
Yeah.
Talk about a hand model. There you go. Digits, there's the hand model for you. You need lessons from Tammy.
All right. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right. You need my truck?
I have a car.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I just sold those 6 chickens.
Yes. It is sad when you lose a family member.
Who passed away?
I was just telling them about Jeremy that I mentioned Jeremy had passed
gotcha.
away.
Gotcha.
Up and over. Marines and Army Mom. A lot of folks saying hello. Yeah, she does. She got a lot of experience at it. She does have a tendency to come on here and all she really shows is her hand. But most of the time, she comes on every now and again. But I don't really show. I don't know what happened. I still had that on for some reason. But it's tough losing a family member. That really, really tore me up for a long
Judy
time.
May, you take care, honey. Have a good Easter. And thank you.
Yes. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that, Stevie. That wasn't the one.
That was another digits also.
Well, it kind of jumped on me. Okay. I never know where I'm at in the chat, especially when it's going this fast. But,
Actually, this is slow.
Well, it's jumping on here. It literally is jumping from one to the next. I mean, it's jumping a full page at one time. So, and I don't know what happened to that. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out and see if I've got another one there. I don't. What happened to the one that was up top? Yeah.
What? What top?
On top monitor. I've got one that's there. It is. I just had to, for some reason, when I did something, it threw all my monitors off a little bit. So I'm having to keep a watch
I
on.
was like, I didn't see anything.
Well, I know it's just on what I can see. It's good to see you, Judy May. Have a wonderful Easter. Anyhow, but I just thought it'd be, I had decided to take today and kind of relax a little bit. It's been a little while since I did anything on this channel, so I thought, why not hop on? I was talking with Eddie a little bit ago, but
yeah, I heard that in one of the videos that Jamie was sharing with us of the bonfire. You talking? He was in his chair, and I could hear you talking in the background on the phone.
yeah. Let's see.
Oh, you sending him stickers? Nice.
I'll do that on video, either a video or a live stream. I appreciate that, Prairie Prospect. I always try to show, the good folks that send stuff.
Yeah, mail call.
And so that I will get that when I get them. See, when I go back and read, I was like, oh my goodness. Gracious darn talk to text. I understand, I don't do real well with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, she was apologizing to Jamie and Eddie for the chat that came out. Yeah, you can't put chat in slow mode,
I know, CV, and I've looked at that before, and it's the problem with that is I don't think it would have an effect on Talk Studio. It would only have an effect on, well, maybe it would. But then here's the problem.
I only read the chat from YouTube. I keep both of them open on all times.
Well, the problem that you run into with that, it wouldn't work on my channel, on any of my channels. And the reason why, all it would do is upset some people. Oh, she's trying to say Ash and it came out wrong. Okay, I get that. That's funny. I will say this. Y'all may or may not know this. I'm sure there's a lot of y'all that already know this. Hey, Crafty Witch, good to see you. Now, that's another one we need to drop a link on. If somebody could drop that link, that would be appreciated. I have watched their their playlist, and they are working on watch hours. They've been watching mine. It is appreciated. I will also tell you this, that slow mode only affects people that are not mods. It will not affect a mod at all. Mods can continue to chat at the same rate, and it continues to pop up just as fast as it does. Since I make most people on my live stream a mod, it will not affect those in any way. By the way, let me add Crafty Witch as a mod.
Eileen beat me to it again. I got Crafty Witch 232 link, and that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a chance to get it out. Eileen beat me to it.
I agree with Jamie. Jamie said that the slow mode is horrible, though. And so I understand some people like it. And if you have thousands of people in your chat, it's just one of the aspects that you kind of have to deal with. The truth is, if they put it on for any length of time other than maybe 5 seconds, I won't stay in that chat for long. I tend to type too much. I get that. let's see. I missed the 30 years thing.
Serena, today is 30 years since the Oklahoma bombing. Weird that it falls between Good Friday and Easter. Good Friday and Easter.
That is a long time.
Yep.
Not quite as long as I've been married, but I guess I was married 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, something like that at that time. But slow mode does not affect a mod, and since I typically make everybody a mod, it's going to happen. It's going to go at the same rate anyhow. The only thing that will do is if there's somebody new in the chat, it will slow them down. And I know I get frustrated when I'm in the chat and they have slow mode on, and I have to wait and wait and wait. And when I'm saying hello to people, I'm already bad enough as it is and miss people, not intentionally ever. I never intentionally miss anybody, but there are folks that, oh, cool. We got Budley. Emily.
Hey guys.
Hey, Emily.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
good. What's going on? I'm froze.
Yeah.
She must be away from the internet.
There's another dog
Yeah.
for me. How do you is there a way to reverse the camera?
It's all right to reverse what?
The camera, is there a way to reverse the camera?
Yeah. You're on your phone.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
I assume there is.
Let me see if I hit more. Maybe if I go to more.
Yeah, I think if you go on more the camera settings.
Yeah, okay. The video? Maybe.
I think you have to change. I'm not sure.
Oh, wait. I think I got it. Hang on. I think I got it. Hold on.
Okay.
Fiona. Oh, wait. Let me keep walking.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Ah.
Maritza,
She loves people,
good
but
to see you.
she's...
Good to see you, Maritza. Yeah, I mean, slow mo just has a tendency to annoy people, and it's not my intention of annoying anybody. So I just don't use slow mo. It would probably. Hey, Fiona.
Ah, there she is. Hang on.
Hey, it's on here. Come here, AJ.
Uh-oh.
AJ.
Now, for some reason,
There we go. And here's AJ. You see the
I don't know.
It's Fiona.
Yeah, it was Fiona. Oh, my goodness. All right. For some reason now, the screen is all, dark on mine. I mean, I barely can see you guys.
Well, I can
Just aim the camera down just a little bit. We could see we could see. But right now we see the road.
I know.
There she is.
She's
There
right.
she is.
I can't show. She's got her. I have her collar on, and it's got our phone number. So I figured, let me just show you the neighborhood.
Nothing wrong with that.
But no, there we go. Okay, we got the. No, but my phone is for some reason on my end. I see it, but it's dim. There we go. It's dim for some reason.
Well,
Might
that's
be the
'cause you're
setting
out.
that I did. Anyway, that's all right. It's all good.
Yeah, whenever you're out in the sun, the screen tends to go.
Oh,
You know,
that's
more-
annoying. It's never done that before. Even when I've done my lives,
Really?
it's never done that. Yeah, no, never. Not like this.
Okay.
That's weird. Anyway, Des, feel better. And Gary, how are you?
Thank you.
I'm doing great. I'm just
Oh my gosh.
taking a relaxing day. I thought I was off yesterday, but I ended up noticing that I was on the even though I'd taken off 2 days earlier in the week, Sunday and Monday, because we were down in Texas, but I was on the schedule, so I went in and worked. When I do that, it just takes 8 hours and puts it over into agency comp time, which is hard to access at times.
Gotcha.
So,
Got a couple of people at the park. Well, I'm walking up to the park, and so you'll see the Okay, so for those of you on Dez's side and Gary's side, you're gonna see my park. 'Cause I know I've showed some of you from my point of view. Oh, you can see people got the tops out. That's how nice it is.
Oh, nice.
Nice, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. That's what people
Well,
do around here. They put the tops down.
thank you, Prairie.
Right? That was cool, right?
Now, when I used to have StreamYard, it was possible to co-stream. I don't know any way of doing it on Talk Studio. So
Oh no, don't worry about it. I'm concerned about the dimness. Like I've never had this problem. Maybe it's the phone. Is it my phone? Or the iPhone, excuse me. Is it the iPhone?
I don't know.
I don't
I'm not
know.
real familiar with the iPhones and that type of thing.
Right.
I don't, I've
Me
always,
neither.
for that
Yeah.
matter.
It's so weird. Okay, so here's B-ball park, y'all.
Oh, cool. Hang on,
Right
let
here.
me
Let me
get
see. You know what? Here. I can at least, I can come over a little bit. Ooh.
It's
like
not.
my-
It's Talk Studio.
Yeah, Studio Streamlabs. Cheap Shrill. They are nice. Is it? No, it's a very similar format, but it's different. Prairie prospecting. StreamYard has raised their prices to almost double, or maybe double. And so, and for
I'm gonna come, Fiona.
more than a year, I kept up my StreamYard and I paid $25 a month, but then they jumped to like $45 or $50, something like that. So I don't use it. We switched over to Talk Studio. I don't know where Eddie found it, but Eddie, it may have been through Web's Web Ralph. But he found Talk Studio and we just started using that.
It's also a lot cheaper.
It is considerably less expensive. You can actually have more people on it. It's similar features, but a little different, not quite exactly the same. And so, but the price was considering the features that they offer you, we felt like it was a better deal. $85 a month. That's crazy. We spend, I think I either spend like 17 or 20 when I was paying before they jumped up the rates on StreamYard, I was paying 25. So, I got one of the better packages. It may have been the top package over at Talk Studio. And this is a whole lot less expensive than StreamYard. Even though I was familiar with StreamYard, I still use their free version on occasion. But I use Talk Studio Streamlab. Hang on, I'll show you. Talk Studio Streamlabs. And I just go to, I just went there and, but I would say this though before. Hey, Mildred Ski, good to see you. $465 a year. I expect that's for StreamYard. But this is what I use. I won't log into it because it'll probably take me into here where I'm at. But if you are interested in that, get in touch with Eddie. He will be live tonight, and he can give you a link that will. I think it'll give you a little bit a lower price, and very minimum. It won't charge you more, but it'll kick a few dollars over towards Devil Dog. And,
I think it's like $10.
But Eddie is a Marine. He is a what do they call it? Disabled vet, and so we try to support him every way we can. And he will be live tonight at. In fact, let me look and see if he's, I don't think he's got his set
And
up,
I don't think he set it up yet.
and I can't set it up for him. So,
Yeah, that's the one. That's the other thing you can't do anymore. It's like close somebody's live out like you can on StreamYard.
right.
And there's something else I think you can't do as an
You can't,
admin.
can't co-stream either.
Yep, that. But there's something else also.
Well, there's a few differences.
Yeah,
It's not enough of a
to turn. No.
on StreamYard, the group interviews gold miners and gold rush shows. Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's it's always good to be able to collaborate. I guess that's kind of what we do. We do a lot together, me and Des and Eddie and Jerry, and
Yeah.
there's always a lot of folks that work together.
Simon.
Yeah, on that's true. There is a group of folks that tend to support each other, and you find that. I try to go out and find new people to find, looking for new content, what have you. But I feel like if I can bring them into here, it would also, help support those that support this channel as well. So while I do, that's part of what I'm talking about when I talk about I'm looking for something that finds new content. I met Mildred Morris over there at Bruce's, Shooting Star, Mississippi. He's a friend of mine that I've known for a couple of years now, and he doesn't live far from me. But it's always a pleasure to meet folks from other communities. After all, let's face it, you're not going to find a whole lot of people that have 200,000, 100,000, 250,000, a million subscribers. They're not going to come to my live streams. They're not going to, they're not going to watch my videos. They're not going to, these are people that have nothing to do with me. I mean, they do put out content. Sometimes I watch some of their stuff. But for the most part, I prefer to support small YouTubers. And so you're walking out walking. Oh,
Em says she'll have to figure it out later. She's out walking right now, so she can't figure out her phone. Just remember, as Civi said, aka Munchie Mafia, that iPhone did a lot of updates. So you might have to do the brightness back to where it was and all that kind of stuff again.
that too hard to ox. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, you have to change the brightness again. They turn around and did updates, son.
Hey,
Look, I can't even talk. I run out of breath. Okay.
I keep coming back to maintain my view on the masses. That's funny, Digits. Let's see. I understand. Oh,
I give Digits the link to my live just in case he ever wants to join us. He's another one I send a link to. Him and then Shirley and D in case they're ever free.
Well, I am going to try to do some more pop-ups on this. I think probably a lot of them will be late night. That seems to be where a lot of the people that watch or that come onto this channel come onto it. But since I've got my regularly scheduled live later tonight, I figured I might as well do something on here now. So every time there's an update, my audio and screen settings go back to default. Well, that's not good.
Hey, it's not bad, Gary. You've been stuck at 18 and 19 now for a big chunk of your life. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I'm thankful for everybody that comes in. And the main thing is, like I said, at one point, this channel, YouTube Police, had over 3,000 watch hours.
yeah.
That's for a 365 rolling time frame. And that's what they do. They look at the last 365 days. Thank you for coming in, Peter. It's always a pleasure to see you, brother. And I'll be seeing you. There is a rolling 365
Hi, Peter.
day calendar. and you have to get to that 3,000 or the 4,000 mark in 365 days. So if you don't do anything for a while, which is one reason why I'm down to 1,000 hours, because I guess it's been a year ago that I was hitting it pretty hot and heavy. I still have a little bit left to go for it. It's completely cleared, but I'm a paper airplane. That's actually kind of funny. Know
Yeah,
that.
you need to get back on it then, I guess. And the reason why the numbers are probably high also after midnight is because Europe is then awake. So all the people in Europe are watching your lives because at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's 12 o'clock our time for England. So people are starting to wake up in Europe.
Very cool. Paper airplane, Kentucky. I guess I missed them coming in. Sorry. Thank you for coming in, Paper Airplane.
Barry, not under this one, he's not, but under his other one, he is.
Okay. I got to find that so I can make sure that I'm connected to that that channel. And I do, yeah, I am. Oh, I bet that's oh, what am I thinking? That's Barry's. Let me make that a mod as well while we're here, so that both your channels are on there. Like Father, Like Son. I know I've seen that one. And they're 1.42 thousand subscribers. Well, let me share it. Like Father, Like Son. And let's go through and drop their link as well. And y'all make sure y'all check them out. 610, and I am already subscribed to them. And cute doggies. Oh, I guess, let's see. I love dogs. You know, absolutely no question. That's cute as all get. All right, she's crying though. He or she is crying. Okay. I love dogs. Anyhow, make sure y'all check out like Father, Like Son. You know, we do like children sharing folks out. Lost 300 hours this week. I'm down below 25% of my watch time. I understand. And the fact is, I did learn that you do need to try and keep 4,000 watch hours up. I don't know if, it might be hard to do. I guess it depends on how active you are. But anyhow, what time is it? 2:30? Okay. We're
Yeah, 3:30 for me, 2:30 for you.
Yeah. But it's been my experience though that if you want, you have to be consistent. And my problem is if I let my OCD-ishness, if I let that run rampant, I will spend all my time on here, hopping into every live, saying hello, not being able to spend much time into each of them. But, and I still do that anyhow from time to time because I have to let myself have that permission. Otherwise, I'm, for example, Des, I feel compelled to at least spend an hour in your live when you're live, even though I have other things going on and other folks I'm trying to support. In fact, we had kind of a thing the other day. I was in kind of a foul mood already, but then you did your pop-up and I came in there, was there for an hour, left to go over to another live stream to show some support. And I think that was Jason, over at Pest Hunters Outdoors. And
yeah.
And then Eddie came over there and said something to me, and I was kind of already in a foul mood. And I'm sure I came back and started popping off. But I spent some time over there supporting that channel, and then came back over to yours. I still try to come over there.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I mean, there's other people out there besides just me.
I know. I know. But Eddie was trying to, I love Eddie. You know that. He's my bestie on here. And I just wasn't, it just hit me wrong at that moment. And so I was just kind of in a smart alecky mood and already in a foul mood. So I kind of said some stuff I regretted saying later. But,
yeah, and I totally forgot Jason was on that night too, which is bad for me because I usually go hang out with him.
Right. And
I
but
think
anyway,
I did think I wasn't sure if my voice was going to be there and how I was going to feel
right.
last night. That's why I went and did a pop up.
Well, and I get that, and I I want to support.
Yeah.
I honestly do, and so and I enjoy myself typically when I'm whatever chat I'm in. I try to enjoy myself, and I do enjoy that. It's just I feel like I need to be. There are other things going on that I need to, that make me feel I need to come over here and do this. I need to come over there, and I feel bad about doing that. Here, the recent solar storms, we have a lot to do with folks feeling bad or even in a bad mood. Don't worry about it. All right, appreciate it, Barry. I'm not going to give myself that an easy out though. Uh, it's extra hard on cleaning out subs today. That's not unusual. Oh, cool. We got Marines and Army Mom. All right. Hey, Marines and Army Mom.
Hello.
How you doing, darling?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm blessed. I always tend to feel that way most of the time. 3,000. Sorry, I'm trying to do three things at one time. The 300-hour coincide with the 6 months ago when she had to work 12 hours a day, 10 days. That's a lot of work. No time for video. It happens.
Yeah, and then you lose those hours like real quick. It's like, oh man.
Well, it's an interesting perspective or an interesting, but here's the thing. I guess on one hand, I do tend, like I said, I tend to be obsessive. And so I focus on the numbers. I focus on the, looking at this but sometimes, all the numbers really don't matter. I mean, it does matter if you're trying to get monetized, you're trying to hit and that's me. I tend to set goals. But if you're trying to reach a monetization, then you look at those things. And I still notice them, but I don't spend all my time being obsessive about them if I can get to that point. I guess that makes sense. Anyhow, you do 4,000 hours per annum, need to average 33 hours per month. I think it's more than 333. Okay, that makes more sense because I know you got to average 10.97 hours per day. I've broken down the numbers and looked at it. To get the 4,000 hours, it's basically 11 hours a day. But here's the thing. Even if you don't hit that, as long as you're consistent, you won't have a whole lot drop off at any given time. But if you're trying to push for the 4,000 hours, then yeah. And it becomes a question of whether or not you want to be monetized. The money that most people, at least small channels, are not going to make a whole lot of money from doing this anyhow. But to me, it's for me, and I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for myself. For me, I do this because I enjoy it. There are times that I don't enjoy it as much as others. Let's see. Let me see what Barry said. We talked about this in your past life here. Do you did? I do. At some point, you need to decompress. I appreciate that, Barry. I honestly do. And sometimes you do need to decompress. And I will do that. I will go through and I'll hit it hard and obsessively, for a while, supporting people. I'm kind of at the mercy. I don't really do this notifications. From what I hear, they don't always pop up anyhow. But I have learned that, I think it's 3. It will not send you notifications more than 3 times for any one channel. From what I've read. That's according to Google or YouTube. But I have a tendency to, I'll go, and Lord knows some nights are busier than others. There's some that you have enough time to just sit and chat and talk and what have you. But if you're doing this every day, day in, day out, and you're also doing your live streams and you're trying to put videos together and you're doing shorts and you're doing all this stuff, it can get a little overwhelming. So I took a period, the last break I took was about 8 months, 7-8 months. And I just didn't do anything but my live streams. I quit watching lives for the most part. I quit, going and watching videos. I still don't really do much in the way of videos, but I just try to keep it to where I can, I'm okay with whatever I do and still be able to enjoy it. Because I don't want this to be something that I just drop. I have a history of doing things until I'm just dead tired of it, and then I drop it and don't do it again.
Yeah, he stopped for a short time. Glad he came back.
Right. And so at one point when I first started, I started putting up so many how to speak redneck videos and $5 word videos that I had them scheduled out 5 months in advance. So I took 5 months off and just didn't do anything. Now, something else I noticed from that is they're not going to push your videos if you're not actively uploading. So it is what it is. Ain't no big deal. And thank you, Mildred. All right, the dogs are getting a little antsy. It'll be okay. Come here. Come on. No, she ain't doing it. She don't want to come up. She just wants to come over and say hey, I guess. But all 3 dogs have come up in my lap at some point today. So late freestyle, otherwise they seem tiring. Yeah. I've never scripted. I think I tried to have an outline one time. It fell apart pretty quickly though. So I'm not good at that. Like I said, I'm not a very good YouTuber, but as long as I'm enjoying it, I'll keep doing it. And I try to make sure that sometimes I limit myself to how much I'm doing just so that I can feel it coming on. When I was into video games, I had spent so much time, they did something that upset me, and I just quit. Hadn't been back on. In fact, loaned out my Xbox to my niece. And I don't even know if they still got the Xbox. I assume they do. But I don't video game anymore. It is what it is. Thank you for coming in and keeping it real. Let's see, I guess I missed that comment. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I enjoyed live stream. Hey, very cool. Thank you for coming in.
Take care. Keep it real. Going into another live stream shortly.
All right. Thank you. Well, we need to end at the beginning here. I didn't have a time frame in mind, but as it goes on, you kind of think, I guess it's like Des sometimes will do a live and then she'll say, well, we'll do it to the top of the hour.
Or somebody would be like, wait, I just poured myself a glass of bourbon. I can't leave. You can't leave yet.
Night water schedule doesn't seem to have worked.
Panchuco and the Moose. They just poured themselves a drink, so I have to wait until the drinks are done.
I'm still not sure that I understand totally all of Nightbot. The timer, I don't know if it's supposed to drop at a specific. I mean, obviously it has time, but there's also a thing in there where you can. I think maybe the time gets reset by comments. So if there's so many comments in between, then it actually drops one at a certain time. I don't know. It's beyond my understanding at this point.
Maybe you can figure it out with Eddie.
All right. Well, Eddie's knowledgeable. He's very sharp, very knowledgeable about a lot of this stuff. He is my go-to reference.
And then he goes to Ralph if he doesn't know.
Right. So if I don't know, hey Ace, probably a bad time to be coming in. We're just about to end. Still, much love, Ace.
Yeah, I
my-
noticed that too, Tim.
What's that?
Me
Andy,
and Eddie were back to back almost with our notification about our channel with Nightbot. I guess
Oh.
Nightbot didn't want to separate us; they wanted to keep us closer.
it could be, or it could be, they're 5-minute increments.
But it
So-
wasn't. But it wasn't. Eddie's
Oh.
10 and I'm 20.
Yeah, but think about it. In 20 minutes, his has come up twice. And if he drops in 10 minutes,
That's true.
and then you go 10 minutes
Yeah.
after that, it's been another 10 minutes since he was dropped, right?
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
So you may have to put them on different timers to get them to drop at different times throughout the thing. So, riding the lawnmower. I'm going to drop out. Thank you for coming in. Always a pleasure to see you, Digits. Which reminds me, I reckon anything.
All right, Digits.
All right, Des, anything you got going on that we should mention before we close?
No, I'm probably gonna stay home Monday from the cottage. The way I'm feeling, I'm gonna be here to support you guys tonight. So Eddie and Gary, again, Gary will be on his other channel tonight, and Eddie before him. So please tune into them. I can't even talk. I'm running out of breath.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Eddie. What do you got going on, brother?
Dude, I got everything going on, man. Everything.
Don't forget to set up your live for tonight.
I don't know if I'm going live tonight.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Exactly what I said. What?
What do you mean, what?
I
Yeah, I'll turn it off. Here.
want to be there.
No, we got so much going on. They're working on my office.
Okay, that's a good excuse.
We'll see. I don't know
He
yet.
might still. It depends on what's going on.
Okay,
Well,
but I can understand your office is more important than us.
Nathan's going through, knocking down all the little trees, so we ain't got to cut them down.
Okay, cool.
So run the fence back there.
Cool.
Well, is there anything you want to tell the folks before we end the live stream, Eddie?
No, we're not ending the live stream right now, Gary.
Uh-oh.
I just got over here to sit down.
Well, I know, but you got stuff going on. I don't want to,
Well, I'm here for now. When I got to go do something, I'll let you know, and then you can end the live stream.
He's taking a break. Nathan's on the tractor behind the shed.
Okay, well, we'll hang out for a little bit.
I'm sweating like crazy.
Thanksgiving wants to come to your house.
I thought it was Jerry's house, not Gary's.
Well, Jerry's not on the live. I don't care whose house he goes to. He needs to get gone.
By the way, if you don't know, Thanksgiving is their turkey, aka Buddy.
Yeah.
But
He's eating.
every time Jamie says his name, though, he gobbles.
Yeah.
I guess
He was eating out of his little pot, and he's got water there.
It was empty this morning, so I refilled it. Come here, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving!
You hear her say
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, and you
Yeah.
hear him gobble.
Thanksgiving! Oh, he's coming over here now. Come here. Come here, let me hold you.
You called him over, Jamie.
Thanksgiving!
That's
I
so
think I'm
funny.
picking up.
that is hilarious.
No, he's a happy Easter, everybody. Hoorah, Arlene. What's up, Barry?
What is that thing behind the Jeep?
Behind his what?
Behind the Jeep.
Behind the Jeep.
Right.
Oh, that's an old deer feeder I gave it to Nathan.
Oh, okay.
Because he has one back there, but it's small. And I told him, you can have this one. And he might get it working.
I got you. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hi, Thanksgiving. Or hi, buddy. Hey. Why should you get me saying Thanksgiving? You're buddy. Yeah, you're buddy. Hi. You see that?
I got a video of him moving the camper,
You see that?
the bucket.
It looks good, don't it?
Yeah, it just needs to be level.
Yeah.
It looks good though, the way it's placed.
Yeah.
I wish I'd paid attention. I saw where it was when I turned my head to the right, but I didn't get to like.
It was really crooked.
Okay.
So he moved it where it's more level and lined up where the porch is.
Okay.
And where the driveway is?
Yeah.
And he moved it towards the porch a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's still in the view that you like when you back it up and you dump it right there. You know what I mean? It's not sideways or anything.
No,
So
it's
okay.
straight. It's parallel to the house.
Okay. I was just wondering if you're gonna do it sideways and make like a little walkway to it, and you got the entrance, and then hang some lights outside that light your way to it.
Well, I got to work on the inside first.
Yeah.
No, that's the driveway. That's
No,
the
because
walkway.
but I have this. She doesn't know. We have the side gate on the porch to go under the barbecue pit straight to the
The
camper.
walkway to it is a driveway.
I
But
know.
she doesn't know about that other side gate. She just knows this one.
I'm not making no dang walkway.
Hush. If I want a walkway, you'll make it.
That's right. So hush.
It's
I
part,
will run over her walkway.
Whatever you think.
it's
I
part,
will park my truck in front of it
No, you will not.
so she can't get to it. Ain't that right, buddy?
And then she'll come and give you a give slap, and she'll come after your right rear end.
it's part of her honey-do list.
I ain't got no honey-do list. Don't even. I'm doing this fence out here, and that's my last project, I think.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No,
What?
Are you using T-posts for the fence?
Yes, Gary.
Okay.
except for the gates right there.
Except
where you
for
did
the-
that hole.
Except for the gate where I did that 4x4.
Come over here and I'm gonna pick you up, and you ain't gonna like it.
Is that
Come here.
gate going to be electronically opened, or is it you have to get out and hitch it every time?
You're gonna have to get out and etch it
yeah.
every time until we save $500 to $800 to get an electric gate opener, which
That's cool.
that is in plans, but it's something later on.
On the back burner for now.
Yeah,
Next litter of puppies.
I don't know about that.
Let me pick you up. Come here.
The next litter of puppies. I don't think so. We'll see where that goes.
Come here.
How that goes.
I'll hold you. You want a hug? Gary won't give you a hug. I'll give you a hug.
Gary,
Come
why
here.
won't you give Buddy a hug?
Come here.
Because I'm not crazy about turkeys.
Come here. I'm gonna hold you.
What am I missing? Serena, you're killing me.
Come here.
Okay, I'm not missing any chat, am I?
No, that's kind of died down.
How many people you got in here?
Right now we're down to 10.
Jamie picked up Buddy. She's hugging him.
Well, that's sweet.
I think they like hugs.
You think?
Aww.
I think,
Jamie at Thanksgiving.
I think
Okay,
that,
buddy.
I think that's the first time Jamie's ever been on my live stream. Right.
Actually,
See,
just
he
Buddy-
goes right back to you. He likes hugs.
Yeah.
Well,
I know. She gives him a hard time, but he loves her anyway.
Yeah, this turkey loves Jamie.
Come here. What was that noise?
really?
Like a little, like how the girls make those noises?
Oh yeah, It was because you hugged him.
Your feathers are janky.
Yeah, they are. Gracie
Pull
got
them janky together.
Gracie got him good.
You ain't getting my Crocs.
Poor around Bobby.
I don't even
Buddy.
think Gracie broke skin.
No, she didn't.
I think
got
she just
feathers.
ripped out all his feathers.
Yeah, you can see it right there. You
Yeah.
can see where his
Yep.
feathers are.
Tell her it'll
Nikki,
grow
your
back.
Your mama was a meanie.
You're not getting my shoes. You can forget about it. No, I'll pick you up again.
What is up with him and shoes?
Maybe he has
I
a
don't
foot
know.
fetish. Maybe the turkey has a foot fetish.
I guess so.
I don't know. But
What happened?
I am soaking wet.
What
some
happened?
people
I put my
fascinate
shoes
by
up.
feet.
What?
Look at
He
him.
made
Oh,
that noise again.
yeah. He pulled his I seen it. He pulled his thing up, Jamie. Bobby's here. Aw. Look.
Yep.
Look the other way, Jamie.
Tell Robert I said sup.
What are you talking about? Tell Robert.
You said you thought that Robert was there.
Go get him. Attack!
Somebody just pulled up.
Yeah, it's
T-Rock.
Robert, T-Rock, Vittles, and such.
Hey, T-Rock.
I thought he had changed it to where it's just T-Rock Bells.
I don't know.
knows?
Maybe he did.
I don't know. I don't remember.
He don't know his name. Come here.
Jamie said he don't know his name. There's ants on my toes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call him T-Rock because whatever else after that is,
You're on
we can
camera.
always change.
Let's see. This look.
I'm just bummed you guys never gave me a
long is it?
to-go bag.
What is a conduit?
10 foot
Yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of reach.
from your phone.
What is it? No, I got a plug that goes from the pole to that.
To the
I have to
trailer.
run it to the breaker.
Oh, I thought you were going to get it over. Okay.
Hey,
What is
Robert.
It's a 50 amp.
Oh,
He's totally ignoring us.
mine's a 30 amp, and I already got one.
Okay. That's just conduit.
What? That goes in here.
It can, yeah. Well, it's conduit for the wire.
That's 25 foot.
But that's the gauge that you're going to want to get. I got this stuff when I was going to do an RV at my place.
Yeah, where'd you get this at?
I think it was Lowe's.
How much was it?
Okay.
T-Rock, say hi to the 11 people watching you.
Hello.
I
We need like 60
I need like 60 foot. That's
Yeah.
25.
It's not cheap.
We know. We looked on Amazon.
Yeah, it's like $200 for 60 foot.
Thank
It was-
you for that,
It was good to
Serena.
meet him.
If that
It's
would help.
10 gauge.
Yep, 10 off.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
understand, Serena.
I just don't remember. It's been a few years.
I have the app. I can look.
Well, I know for 60 foot on Amazon.
Sometimes
for 60
Amazon
foot,
is not cheaper.
It's for 60 foot on Amazon. It's
Sure, Serena, I do happen to be a little hard of hearing myself.
That's 25 foot of the conduit. I thought you were just going from the pole to it.
what I might do though. No, I have the cable in there
Is
for
it 10
plug-in.
gauge?
It's 10 og.
Is that for your fence?
No, it's for the camper, Gary. The power.
The electrical, the
Run
conduit.
it from the breaker box to the
So they can run the wire through that so the wire is safe.
I don't know.
Hold it if you need it.
I might need this, to run. Well, that
This connects to this, and
Will this go in here? Yeah, okay. Does it? I might run this from the pole to as far as this will run, and then I'm got a PVC over there that I'm
Put
gonna
off my
run
shoes.
from that side under the trailer and then run it down this way.
Hang
So-
on. I'm going to mute you for just a second, Eddie.
Don't mute me.
Well, I'm sorry. I need to say something and you're involved in conversation.
You need to say something.
Do you know how big a hissy fit a Devo will throw
It's-
if you mute them?
Shut
Which
up.
one is it?
Is it important?
Yes, kind of.
No, it ain't. No, this ain't it.
Well-
Oh, evidently I don't know how to spell.
AWG?
Oh,
Tim.
no, here. Give it
Tim.
back.
I got you this, Jamie, just for you.
That's
What
okay.
is that
I'll
for?
put it in chat. I
A
just
porta potty? Oh my God, I'm done with you.
What is it?
It's a pool toilet for camping,
There's a toilet in there, bro.
but it's not hooked up or nothing.
And it doesn't come up.
As full as she is, it might go
All
for
of it
one.
comes back to that.
we made her. It took our mod position off because she didn't want to be a mod.
Oh.
Who?
Serena.
Bye.
Who?
Serena.
Serena.
Okay. He brought 10 feet.
And not my Serena.
It's a different Serena.
Okay, let's see.
Make my shoe.
Shopping.
Well, I know she was, Tim, but she said she was very
Okay.
vehement. She was very vehement about not wanting to be a mod.
Can I have my shoe back? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
Come here,
no.
I'll tell you why. Stop.
Come here. Thanksgiving. Is it bad?
I understand exactly what you're talking about, Tim.
He never put that damn talk back on like I told him.
Oh, shit.
He don't ever listen to me.
When I got-
God bless.
She was very, you know, and I won't get into all the reasons why she doesn't want to be a mod, but she does not, I appreciate the fact that she tried, I don't know what to tell you, Tim. Honestly, I tried to make her a mod, and she was very adamant she did not want to be a mod. And so I respected that and put her back to a regular chat. There's only a couple people that come in here fairly regularly that aren't mods. And so, can you hear me, Jamie?
Yeah.
Okay. And Buglet was saying, "Sup, Eddie."
He went to the back. There's an issue or something with Nathan.
Okay. Well, just in case, please let him know I said, or that Emily said, "Sup."
Okay.
So, anyhow, I didn't see, and Buglet says something about good point, Serena, but I don't see her last. Okay, wait a minute. I am almost, I was just saying I understand, and I can appreciate that. I'm pretty hard of hearing myself. And so it's hard for me to, sometimes it's hard for me to keep up with what's going on. In fact, a lot of times I mishear what people are saying. Can't say I have, that I have selective hearing, but I hear what I hear, and I can't help that. She has been audited. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, Tim. But she had told me before that she didn't want to be a link mod. Oh, you're welcome, Emily. Sweetheart, I don't like getting licked on the mouth. But I do love you. All right, here, lay down. There we go. But we have a lot of wonderful folks that come in here, and it's just like right now we're not doing a whole lot of talking, and we got, I don't know, 12, 13 people in here. That is appreciated. I can't imagine anything more supportive than somebody just letting it run when we're not doing much. I have no doubt the entertainment value right now is not very high. There may be some that just want to hear the Marines and Army Mom.
Yes, sir.
When are you doing another live?
It will probably be after, excuse me, after the Easter holidays.
Okay. I like going over to your lives. I just never know when I'm gonna see it up.
Yeah.
Gary setting up captions for live streams and stream lives. You find the link, the YouTube video around it. I'll have to look and see if I can find that, Serena. Because I don't know how they can set up that one of the people. Yeah, that's kind of typical, Tim. And that's okay.
He had to go to the back with Nathan.
Right. I didn't even realize Nathan was here.
He's been here.
Okay. Do I know Nathan?
Our neighbor next door.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He
I
brought
don't,
the tractor to move the camper.
okay. Well, that's very thoughtful of them. I've met a lot of the folks around there. I just don't remember if I've met Nathan before.
No, he was out of town at work. He just got back last night.
Oh, okay. No. But I do need to see if there is a closed caption option. Watch out, sweetheart. All right. In fact, let me go and look up how to, let's see, Google captions for live streams. All right. Let me look up how to set, how to set Google captions for Streamlabs. Okay. How to add caption subtitles for a video. It's not really a video though. How to add closed caption to Streamlabs OBS. It's not OBS. I mean, I am running OBS, but it's not to your live stream. Easy. Okay. Closed caption for Streamlabs OBS. Add subtitles. Let me see. Maybe that'll tell me. I can't do that. I don't want to log in at this moment because if I log in, it will mess me up. It will add another thing to the thing, and I can't. In the search and rescue operations on April the 19th, 1995. Not that I know of. Oh, that was during Katrina, I expect. Wasn't it? Or was it? When did Katrina happen? When was Katrina?
Thanksgiving?
August 29th, 2005. So that wouldn't have been it. What happened April 19th, 1995? 1995.
Yeah, they'll walk off with you. You want it.
Oh,
They
the
can get it. They
Oklahoma.
can walk off with it.
No, I'm talking about the gate.
Oh.
The gate, same people.
Serena, I was not a police officer until 10 years ago. 1995 is what, about 30 years ago? 30 years ago. Yep. 30 years ago today. Alpha Prima and OKC. Okay. I was not a police officer at that time. I was not in Oklahoma. Let's see, 1995. I think I may have been in Shreveport. 95, maybe. Hard to remember that far back. I think in 1995 I was in Shreveport, running a district office. Or was it might have been just a for I think I was in Shreveport running an office for Vector. I worked in sales for a long time. In 95, I'm pretty sure I was employed by, well, I was actually my own boss, working for Vector Marketing. In Vector Marketing, we sold Cutco cutlery. So, which is a great set of cutlery. I've got a full set in my kitchen. But let's see, we've been live a little over 3 hours. I think I'm tempted to, Eddie's not on here, so he is. I mean, I've seen he's, going over playing with the goats or working with the goats. And there's Thanksgiving right there, otherwise known as Buddy. And so, I just, I think there are so many other, I mean, I have no idea who's live right now. Honestly, I don't. And let me go look and see. We may be able to, oh, Gladys is here, or Katie is here. Greenland Quelter, I think she was here earlier. And Native Wild Man, quest for 1,000 likes. Shadow Scout Swede is live. let me see. Hang on. Just want to make sure on one of my regular, King Morgan shout. All right, hang on. I'm looking. I just want to make sure, if there's somebody we need to send, and I don't mind. Would y'all like to know how to forward it? Now you do have to be over 1,000, subscribers. Do have to be over 1,000 subscribers to forward. And tell you what, here's what we're going to do. I don't know. Let me close that poll. Here's what we're going to do. All right. If anybody else is paying attention, I'm going to forward us over to Greenland Quilters, and that's Katie, and tell them, and I'm going to hit their like button. I'm going to forward this live stream over there to them, and so tell them it's a YouTube Police Love Raid. Hey, cute. That's not, that's a goat. That's not, at one point I saw a picture that kind of looked like a mule when it was just a little. And Eddie, you are muted, just so you know.
Hey, I didn't know mules had antlers, Gary.
Well, the picture was before they got antlers.
What?
The picture.
No. I have a delay, so I can't talk to you on screen.
She had antlers.
I didn't see them.
What, Lucy? Okay.
See, she's prettier than Miss Kitty.
Well, she is a beautiful goat. Sweet too.
Come on. You want to go back in there?
And
Oh, really? Talking? Come here.
Now, Eddie, I'm going to go ahead and forward this over to Greenland Quilters.
Hold on a minute, Gary. Let me put her up. I can't hear you.
Okay.
All right. What'd you say?
I was just saying I'm going to go ahead and forward this to Greenland Quilters.
Hold on. Forward what?
The live stream.
Forward it to who?
To Greenland Quilters. Katie, she was in here earlier.
Oh, okay.
And since she's live and what have you, I'd like to show her some love back.
Okay. Well, you go ahead, bro.
Thank you. Let me show y'all how to do it while we're at it. It won't hurt to show people how to. You have to have over 1,000. And I guess let me go to. This is where you.
Look at running.
Is Thanksgiving chasing another vehicle?
No, Honey Bun was running and jumping and hopping and stuff.
Okay. We're broadcasting right now on the YouTube Police, and what you do is you go to YouTube Studio, go over to content, go to live streams. While you're live streaming, or once you have it set up, click on that. But then you have to go down to customization, and you go down here to redirect. And I've already copied the link for her, and if she is allowed, here she is right there. So she is allowing, and you do
You see Honey Bun running back and forth. Look, look, look.
Save it. All right. Now it's where whenever I y'all just do me a favor and tell her.
Oh my gosh.
Tell her to YouTube. Please.
Gary, make it big. Make me big real quick. Watch Honey Bun. Well, now she's gonna stop. But no, there she goes.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, cool. She's making the circle.
She's got the zoomies, man. She's running around.
That's adorable.
She's been running around for the last 3 or 4 minutes, just back and forth and jumping and hopping and
letting out a burst of energy. That is funny.
she's pushing Ethel.
That is cute.
That's my sister.
Yeah, Ethel's her sister.
He said Elena may get her.
Oh, really? Yeah, he asked me a minute ago if we still had her.
Yeah, he just told me.
It does have a lot of energy, Serena. Catch
But
me.
she's a sweetheart.
But she's a sweetheart, Gary.
Yes, she is.
She's in a crazy mood. Look at her trying to push. She's trying to push her sister. Uh-oh.
Turn it up just a little bit. There we go. That is cute.
Your mama gonna get you.
Apparently, Thanksgiving is happy with what's going on. Looks,
She's crazy.
animals are fun to watch, no doubt.
All right, Gary, you can end it now.
Well, that was.
I just thought you might want to see that because it was cute what she was doing.
Yes, it was very cute. Thank you for showing me that, and thank you for sharing that with everybody out here. I have no doubt that they enjoyed that. Emily says she's playing with her family.
Yeah, she got the little zoomies and was jumping sideways and hopping and running and jumping up on stuff, and it was cute.
That is cute to watch goats. You know, I like watching them from time to time. You know, I like puppy dogs better than
You put
goats.
me down and he made a beeline for you.
But I want to thank everybody for coming in, and we are going to end this so that we can go over and talk. You know, y'all make sure that when you go over and talk with Greenland Quilter Katie, tell her it's a YouTube police love raid. You know, whether you're in there for just a moment or you're in there for a longer period of time, it's up to you. Just trying to, but she is live right now, and we want to make sure that, we get an opportunity to share the love. With that, we will, oh, wait 1 minute. Let me go through and recognize all the good folks that are in here. Let me look at the participants list.
Not a problem.
Arlene, Emily, and Serena, thank you for being
Jamie,
here.
Serena said, which bird eats as much as it can as fast as it can? Turkey. It gobbles.
There we go. My wife says I inhale food, but that's neither here nor there. All right. With that, I'm going to say thank y'all for coming in. Thank Eddie for coming up on panel. Thank Marines and Army Mom for coming up on panel. And thank Des for coming up on panel.
What's up, Tim?
Y'all have a good thank y'all for coming in and supporting the channel.
You're
y'all
welcome.
Blessed evening. We're going into 3.
Jamie said bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
You're welcome, everyone. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Hey,
Or a
Marines
happy
and Army Mom, have a
Easter.
happy Easter.
Yeah, happy Easter to you, Devil Dog.
Thank you. Hey, Des.
Des. Yes, man.
Des.
Stay away. All right. We're going to end in 3, 2, 1.